countries are my country. Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just gonna talk about quilting today.
Yeah. Wait. Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody has been having a great week so far. Can you guys believe it? Tomorrow is the last day of January. Anyone want to answer a question for me? How in the hell did January just blow by like a hurricane? I mean, seriously.
Hey,
Happy New Year's, and here we are about to go walking into February on Sunday. I just don't get it. I
well,
mean, where did it go?
well, I forgot. I completely forgot about when my anniversary was.
Oh, Tammy.
And and my husband completely forgot our wedding anniversary, and I haven't given him grief over it yet. So I will be doing that. But my anniversary of being on YouTube is today. So I hit 2 years today. So you,
Congratulations. You
so
need to
you
make
want to
a deal of that, girlfriend.
so you're asking about January. I'm just asking about the last couple of years.
Yeah, you know, no, because when you go look at my main page, it says I've been around since I think 2021 or something like that. But I never touched the channel. I didn't do anything to the channel for like 2 years. So technically, my anniversary is 2 years before I actually told you guys.
Oh,
My real anniversary is when I dropped my first video, which was in July of 2023. So that account sat open doing zero until then because I kept like, nope, can't do this. Nope, I'm scared. Nope, nope. And one day Becca's like, you really need to pull the trigger.
yeah. Sometimes you just have to.
Yeah. And I did finally. And that first live, oh, thank God Sean was there. It was a train wreck.
He's really good about that because he was there in the chat for my first live, and believe me, Sean, that helped. Oh, hi, Jess. Welcome in. And everybody else that I hadn't
Yeah,
had said hi to yet.
I'm trying to
Oh,
put something up here.
oh. If I click off that window, it takes me places.
So before we get started with Tammy, I am going to do something real quick, and it's going to start with her channel.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. So I am going to share my screen so that you guys can have a peek at Tammy's channel because we're going to start with hers first because I'm going to be doing two tonight at the beginning of this live while we wait for everyone to come in. And oh my God, let's make sure I mute this. Oh, it is muted. Okay. Because I decided I wanted to start doing this so that while I'm waiting a minute, we can talk about two channels and then we can move on and do our thing today. So since Tammy is my guest today, I am going to show her channel and then Tammy, do you want when I as soon as you see the screen, give it a
Yeah.
minute. Uh, would you like to talk about the channel?
Well, sure. Am I going to see it over here in Zoom?
Yeah, hang on, I'm waiting. Well, remember, you have to give it 30 seconds because we see it before everybody else does.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure they were seeing it before we started talking about it. But I'm about
Okay.
to share the screen. So anyhow, as you saw last night, I did two channels last night, and tonight we're going to do two channels. We're going to do Tammy first, and someone in the chat who's looking at their browser, let us know when you can see um, the screen. But
Um, it's it's waiting. Oh, well, hang on. I get to
show
live.
up here in just a
Oh,
minute.
it's there. It's there. They can see it.
So as
So,
Tammy said, her channel just turned 2 years old. So go talk about your channel.
so guys, I started this channel just as an avenue to connect with you. I did not start it to make money, to do anything. I just started it to connect with you guys and 2 years later, we're at 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I never thought we would be here. I've got things going on all the time. I've got a freebie project that we're going to be doing in February. We have the Reflections Mystery that I designed that quilt, and we're going through it. It'll end in September. And then, spoiler alert, there will be another quilt mystery quilt coming out after that. But I'm able to I can't talk. I'm able to host my first in-person quilt retreat here in Casper, Wyoming this upcoming September, which is absolutely amazing. And I couldn't have done that without all of you guys. You have been the lifeline that has kept my channel going. So thank you so much for that. I'm there every Tuesday night. Oh, scroll past those shorts. My face looks weird.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm super conscious about that. That just feels weird for me for some reason. I don't know. But I'm there every Tuesday night, and I do show and tell. And every 6 months, I give away a quilt to a show and tell participant. You don't have to pay anything for it. I'm giving that to you out of the love out of my heart, because you guys are taking the time to share your pictures with me and inspire me and others. So I want to reward you guys with a quilt. So that drawing is coming up April 14th. So you still have time to enter. Show and tell is always the first Tuesday. And then Sundays, those are my chill nights, guys. I let my hair down, so to speak. Sometimes I actually do put it up for Sunday, but Sunday nights are always my chill time. This past December, I was able to participate in Quiltmas. I was able to participate in the blindfold challenge. I've been able to do a lot of things just because you guys have been there, hanging out in the chat, letting me know you're there, and letting me know that you want to be part of my community. And I cannot say thank you enough. I really appreciate every last one of you for just being there and hanging out and getting me to 2 years. This is absolutely amazing. I hope I am here for another probably 20 if I can handle it. We'll see what YouTube looks like in 20 years.
Happy anniversary, Tammy, and congratulations that you got to the 2-year milestone. That's outstanding. In case you can't see the screen, she's right now, she currently has 1,000 subscribers, and she currently has 368 videos up on her YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to Tammy's channel, hop on over there, and I posted the link in the channel, and subscribe to her, watch some of her videos, comment on them, hit the like button. That will help her channel get a stronger foundation. And yeah, that's what this is all about, community, being a big community. And I truly believe that I consider a community the same thing as a village, and a village can actually move mountains. So think of that, because that's the way. So the next thing I'm going to do is, this is so funny. Sean's in the channel, and I was going to talk about his channel tonight. I had you and him down for tonight, so I'm going to go over to his channel real quick, and let's talk about Sean for a little bit. Sean's the kind of person that he has been an inspiration to so many of us, because he's my mentor. And he helped me when I first, and he still helps me actually. I can't say that he's ever stopped helping me. Whenever I message him and say, I have this little problem, and he'll say, okay, let's have a look, if he's not busy. And, he's helped so many people with things that when they get stuck on something that relates to their channel, or they don't know how to do something, and he does. He has this calm personality when he's walking you through it. He don't get excited like some of us do. Like, I'm pretty famous for having I used to have meltdowns when a live didn't go right, but now he's even pointed out that I've calmed down a lot. So this is, let me know when you can see the screen, and then we'll talk about his channel real quick. And while I'm waiting on the screen to pop up, I am going to share Sean's link in the channel. And I'll be doing this. You're going to see this probably for a long time, because I'm going to start doing this on a lot of my lives, and because it helps our channels to grow. And a new person might be in the chat and didn't know about these channels, and by sharing them, um, it's a way to it's my way of paying it back. So did that not go through on the chat?
It should. Let me see. Yeah, it went through on the chat.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, I can see Sean's link. Yeah, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
his channel's up there.
good. All right,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it's
I was
up
like,
there.
wait a minute, that didn't look right. So anyway, I'm not sure how many years Sean's been doing his now, but uh he I have a lot of things to say about him. I feel like he's my friend and he's my mentor, and we talk on and off. Even, I always try to say he'll either message me and see how I'm doing, or I'll message him, or I'll have a question that I want to ask, and a lot of times I forget to say hi when I drop the question in the messenger. I'll just say, blah blah blah, instead of saying hi, Sean, and then I'm like, uh-oh, I didn't say hi. But
Oh,
he's the good guy, and um I feel so blessed to have known him too. And so his channel has about 3,800, like 3,088 looks like, and he has about 674 videos on his channel. He does, on Saturday mornings, he does lives where he has a guest on his channel. And then he also does a weekly, I forget what he calls it. Darn it.
I don't know, but he comes over to my channel too once a
Yeah,
month.
he visits. Yeah, he
does.
gets around. Let me tell you, he's been hanging out with Jimmy. Yep, he comes over. He and I do. We have a collab going on right now, and with Star Climber, and we also have the Stitch It that we've been doing together, the Stitch It challenge, which we're not big. I don't think we're going to close that part of it anytime soon. But Sunday I'm going to live dangerous because I'm going to post. We're going to postpone closing Star Climber because I was 3 weeks without paper because I lost them, and then I finally found them. And so we're going to break, or as he calls it, pull the band-aid, or rip the band-aid. That's it.
Yes, rip the band-aid off.
We're gonna rip the band-aid, and he's gonna walk me through my legit kit on how to get started on it. Because I've been sitting on so I have Ursula Major, which is the polar bear mama with the baby.
Yeah.
And been totally petrified of it, so I haven't touched it. I did take it out of the box about a couple months ago, and I kind of looked at it, but he's going to get me started on it. And so Sunday, that's what we're going to work on instead of Star Climber, and we'll just postpone Star Climber to March. And so I'm excited about that. But as you can see, he has all kinds of guests here. I mean, so many. He's a total inspiration, and he has lives, he has podcasts, which let me click on that so you can see what he has 212 episodes of his podcast.
And I will throw this in there, Katie. Guys, if you have not met Sean before, he is absolutely one of the kindest people you've ever met. He really has the heart for it. No, I haven't met him in person, but we've been on Zoom, like before and after and all of that. He's just absolutely fantastic. Just gotta say.
The interesting thing is when I first met him at QuiltCon, when you see someone on the live, videos lives kind of don't always show exactly how tall someone is. And when I met the person, I'm like, oh, you're so tall.
He is tall. He is tall. Yes.
Yeah. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat, because now it looks like we got quite a few in here. And
I
haven't put my poll up yet, but I will as soon as I figure out what the poll's going to be. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. Hello, Andy. It's good to see you. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Sean. Yeah, you're like, I didn't come in here for this. All right. Hello, Janet. And look at this, Tammy. This is what Janet sent me as a Christmas gift. It's a handmade. Oh, you got one too.
Mine's purple. Mine's it's very dark purple, mottled
Yeah, this is
purple.
purple too. Look at that.
Yeah,
This
mine
time,
sits over by my machine.
yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
right
go
here in
anywhere.
front of me. I'm not letting go of that anytime soon. Okay, and then we have Gladys. Welcome, welcome.
Hi,
Uh,
Gladys.
hey Jess, it's good to see you. And I saw your message. Hello, Muriel. Uh, who else? Oh, hi, Chris. Good to
Yeah.
see you. Hello, Carissa. Hi, Andrea. It's good to see you too. Yeah. Do I got everybody? No. Hi, Patricia. Welcome, welcome. And then we'll have hi, Mona. It's good to see you too. See, I did Mona's channel last night. Yeah,
Oh,
Mona.
okay.
Who else I did last night? I did two last night. So what I did is I figured since we're sitting here waiting on the channel, people to kind of drift in, and I didn't want to have dead space. Let's share a channel.
There you go. I like that. I like that
and then
plan.
share their links, and then people, the ones that missed the first few minutes tend to, a lot of times I've noticed they go back and do a like partial replay, and they'll watch what they missed. Hi, Cynthia, it's good to see you. Raven's here. Hello, hello. Hi, Lee. It's good to see you too. We got lots of people in here today.
There's a ton. There's a ton of people in there. I've
you.
been saying hi to them
Yeah,
as
hi,
much as I
Lee.
can.
Oh, yeah. Did I miss anyone? I hope not.
Well, if you did, I think they all know that you meant to say hi.
Yeah, so
Hi, June.
I'm sorry. Hi. Okay, so let's talk about what first off, Tammy, what do you plan on working on?
I am going to be binding. I normally use bias binding, but this is cutoffs from the back of the quilt tops or the backing of my quilts. And I don't have enough to do bias with it. So I'm actually measuring my binding real quick to make sure if I need to cut more, I cut more. But I'm going to attach binding today. If I get to turn it around and then stitch it down, great. But I'll at least get it attached to the front. We'll at least get that far with it today, just depending. I've got 3 quilts to do.
That's awesome. So what I'm going to be doing is let me turn to the right page first. 253. So we're going to work on another 1,000 block. As you notice, I didn't even bother to do any last week. I kind of like went and feeling it for some weird reason. I think it's because I didn't sleep at all last week, and so I just kind of decided to kind of postpone it a little bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do block number 35. You're going to notice it over the next few days because I'm getting close to being done with the 36 blocks for this one quilt top. And it has a name now. It's going to be called Shaken Blocks. Thanks to Sean on that one.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it's a good name, but especially because of the setting that I'm going to use, because it does make the blocks look like they're bouncing around. So,
oh, yeah.
It is on page 253, and it's number 491, and it's called Exploding Stars. And this is what the pattern looks like. So this is partial. This is a mixed technique. So we're going to be piecing and paper piecing with this. And the setup, make sure to measurements. And this is the setup.
Oh, nice.
I actually printed out a bigger version of this so you guys could see it. So that's what we're doing tonight. I've already got all the stuff cut except for the paper. I need to cut the paper. But yeah, this is what it looks like when you're piecing it together.
Oh, wow. How big are those blocks? Total, like once they're all put together.
Now this block should be 12 and it usually the block I made the other day, it's smaller, and I don't know if I did a measurement wrong or it actually was supposed to be smaller like that, which means I'm gonna have to compensate with the sashing.
Yeah.
They've been ranging between 12 and a quarter to 12 and a half. I have like 2 blocks that are 12 and a quarter, and the rest of them has been 12 and a half. So we'll see what this one turns out to be when I get it sewn together. Let me show you the colors I plan on using. All right. So I decided to go with maroon.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I'm going to use this yellow. This like
Okay.
yellow orange. Because I noticed when I've been using the lighter yellow, if I put the lighter yellow next to this batik white, the white
Yeah.
kind of blanches it out. It's very strange. And I've noticed it on a couple of my blocks,
Yeah.
especially put it in front of the camera. I'm going to use this dark purple
I love
and
that purple.
use this orange. So this
Okay.
should be a pretty block. And the way I'm going to arrange it is we're going to do orange here,
Okay.
yellow down here, instead of up here. I'm going to put the yellow down here. The big here is going to be purple, and up here is going to be the maroon. And that should look really cool. And there's part of this that is we're going to have to do paper piecing. This is what the blocks look like for the paper piecing. And
Okay.
so purple will be right here. Yeah. So let me see how many of these I got to do. I think it's just one. There's two of them. So I only need to let me make sure that's what the book says because I could be wrong, but I think I don't. Sometimes I don't read the. Later I make a big boo boo.
Well, you know, I don't read the patterns, right?
I'm kind of one that doesn't read the patterns, and then later most of the time I get away with that, but every now and then, yeah, it says make one copy of each foundation section.
Okay.
So that means I only need one piece right here. Okay.
Okay. That works.
That works. Yeah. All right. Who else came in here? Is that no? This is not that. This is not the Alice one. This is from my. I've been doing tutorials for the last year. It's not quite a year yet. It'll be a year and I think a week. And no, wait. I think I either started it in the first Friday of February or the second Friday. I can't remember. I have to look in my older planner to see. Uh-oh, there went my camera.
It did go away.
Now I gotta turn it back on again. That's so aggravating.
Well, at least you got one camera still working.
Oh, it's hot.
Ooh. That would be a good reason for it to shut down.
Don't
let it overheat.
That's very hot right now. This is an older phone I'm using. See, I bought the camera
What I've got, yeah.
I bought one of these, but I don't know how to hook it up where it doesn't take over my laptop camera. Do I need a switch?
Well, in Zoom, you can only use one camera per device. So, like, I've got all three of my. Well, I actually only have two of my cameras plugged in. But if I had I could plug the third one in now, I think. But Zoom only lets you have one camera per device. So if that's plugged into your laptop and your laptop is in Zoom, it's not going to do. It's not going to let you use it.
So I got to figure out. So this is a waste of money. Except I could put it on the desktop since the desktop doesn't even have a camera.
Yeah.
So we probably can use it for when Nikolai's in there and take not use the cell phone. I don't know. Come up with I don't know what I'm going to do about the situation because I need another camera up here that's not a cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm working on how many strips I've got to cut. I've got my calculator open.
Back up here.
Yeah, I'd let it cool down for a while.
It's warm, man.
Oh, you know what?
It's old.
Yeah, I was using for a little bit. I was using some tablets as my extra cameras, and I could have done, logged in with them, but they overheated so fast.
I have a Samsung that was donated to me. I just need to get a stand for it. I could probably use that, but I like having this above the desk because it's the best thing I've come up with because it works.
Yeah.
And everyone loves it.
Well, the So the challenge that I have is to, oh, you've got another camera coming in. So that one logged back in. So like when I use Zoom or when I use Zoom, because I have 3 different cameras, only one camera will project at a time. Now when I project onto YouTube, I'm also using software, and in my software, I can activate a second camera, and that whole package, so the Zoom screen plus the package is sent out.
What? So I just need to type. So I just need to type of software.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
and it's free. The software I use is free. Andy, you are my godsend. She just said she found 2 more Christmas gnomes for me.
Cool.
Squee! I love it. Thank you.
So wait, so let's backtrack for a minute. So
Yes.
you're using a software with Zoom to run 2
Yes. So
cameras.
yeah,
What kind of
so
software?
it's Streamlabs.
Oh,
So
I can't afford Streamlabs.
Streamlabs is free. There's no charge for Streamlabs.
There is if you go above a certain amount of hours, isn't there?
No, there's no charge for Streamlabs. The only charge in Streamlabs that I've ever found that I encountered is if you want the skins. So the different like screens that I use.
Gotcha.
I got those from a deal from getting my microphone. So I got those for free, but normally you have to pay for skins. I'm not paying for skins, and I don't pay anything for Streamlabs. There's no yearly or anything.
Okay, because I pay for Zoom because well, as you know, I
Yeah.
stream excessively.
Well, yeah, you'd still have to pay for Zoom either way, if you're going to do this format. But like in Streamlabs, I would have like me and Sean, for example, and then, if I want a second camera, I just turn it on in my Streamlabs over the top of the screen capture of Zoom.
So
and
you
then
can run
that's
both
all.
of them together?
Yeah.
You need to teach
From
me how to do that.
Sure, absolutely. And Moda says, yeah. Moda says it's free. You use virtual webcam through Zoom. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So the virtual webcam, I'd have to learn how to do that. I haven't done that.
So you can use this camera through Streamlabs?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it just okay, so I need to, yeah, because then I can put it up like up above here. It does have a ring light on it though, but
you don't have to turn it on. Like so I'll disconnect this one real quick. If you order the one I sent you off of Amazon, this is that. So this one's turned on.
Thing. It's I think it's the same thing. It's a Streamlab and what is that?
Angitube? Yeah. Angitube. That's the same one that this is. So Katie, it has a ring light to it. All 3 of my cameras do, but you just turn it. You just turn a dial to turn the ring light on and off, because I don't use the ring light.
Okay.
The ring light hurts my head.
Yeah, because these ring lights really, this one that's up here in my face, that one makes me have oral migraines from some, even if I don't look at it, it does sometimes.
Yep, that'll happen. Mona says the virtual webcam is in Streamlabs. Okay. Yeah.
Y'all gotta teach me so I can that way I can quit using the cell phone for this.
Yeah, that works. We'll set up a time this upcoming week if you want to.
I can use all the help like that. Can't you choose camera on the laptop? You could, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. I need 2 cameras. One up above so you can see what I'm doing, and then the one in front of me showing me, because people want to see your face. So
yeah.
If they want to see your face, I would just use one camera and just put it all down here,
All right. I only have to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That's a nice colored fabric.
This is the back side. This is the wrong side.
Oh, it's the wrong?
That's the right side. This is the right side. It's even more vibrant.
That's gonna look great as binding.
Yeah, it's already on the back of the quilt. So Andrea says that Angitube is the one she's got too. She says it's a great camera. I love it.
Well,
Mona
everybody,
says,
you talked about it. A couple other people's talked about it, and then I did some research on the camera, and it ranks like in the top 10.
yeah.
So
If
because
if
I did research.
if I could change, if I could afford to change out my razor cameras to Angitube, I totally would, because now that I'm having to shut the computer down at night because I don't have that extra case fan, I keep having to unplug that. So like
Uh-oh.
I have to reset it every time I power the computer up.
Rippet says, "Oh my goodness, y'all, I need help. Uh,
That way as
that
well.
way,
Yes.
please include me in the educate. Maybe we can do a
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know when y'all want to do it.
we can do it on. Maybe we can do like a little private. I don't know. You want to do a
Yeah.
private live, or you want to do an open live? And
It'd be
all the
private. That
private, yeah, or private
yeah.
Zoom, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we figure that out, because Tammy's pretty busy usually.
I can
Maybe
still
we
do
can
it.
put her down. Yeah. Let's talk
Well,
about this after the live, and then when we find out. Listen, Rippet, do me a favor. I'm going to post my email in the channel. Email me and put in the subject, want to learn how to use a streaming camera. And then when me and Tammy figure out when we're going to get together to mess with this camera, we will include you in on it.
yeah. You can also email me. That's fine. That's
Well, I didn't
fine.
know if you want your email in here or not.
That's fine.
Right.
And she should already have mine too, but I should be an admin on yours. Let me see.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you are, because I think I made you.
It looks like I posted. Looks like it did. All right. So my email should be in there too.
Yeah, so send us an email letting us know that you want to participate in this education, and yeah, because we're a community and we want to help each other. So
Yep.
hi, okay, did anyone else slip in here that I didn't see slip in here outside?
Nope. Everybody else we've already said hi to, I think.
Cynthia says, me too,
Yeah.
I want to learn the camera stuff from YouTube too. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Cynthia, send me an email.
Cynthia, send us an email if you're if you want to be in on it. You're welcome. Yeah, just email us, because you know me, I'm not going to chase you down.
Mona wants to, please, Mona, send me an email and I would love to have you on that too.
Yeah, let's do that. Uh-huh.
And we'll just go through everything that I've got on my screen and my computer and the way I've got everything set up. I don't mind. I'm not going to ever gatekeep how to get going with technology on, YouTube and all of that, because it's hard enough once you get on camera to have that confidence to talk to everybody and know that you're sitting there alone in your sewing space and you're talking to all these strange people that you don't know in person. But why should we gatekeep all of the rest of it? Why? Yeah. I don't feel like there's a need. Oh, no volume. Huh.
Donna,
I didn't do anything.
hi, Donna.
Hi,
Donna,
Donna.
I am working on the 1000 block from this Quiltmakers book, and it's called Exploding Stars. It's on page 253, I think. Let me make sure. I've been doing this for almost a year now, and I'm up. This one is block number 35, but I have 3 more blocks to do, and we will have all 36 of them ready for putting sashing on. And I'm going to start cutting sashing soon. And
Mona's saying she can't hear you either. Let me
hold on. Let me see what's wrong. I'm not muted. Can you hear me, Tammy?
I can hear you. I'm wondering if you're occasionally blocking your microphone, maybe?
No, because the microphone's on my laptop.
Mona says she can hear. Helen says no sound for her either. If you're not able to hear, try going out and coming back in, because some people can hear us and some people can't. So it could be an issue with YouTube.
go out of YouTube or go out? Wait, that'll
Yeah,
shut
go
down.
out, go out of live and come back in. No, you don't have to, Katie. I'm saying the people that can't.
Telling them to go out.
Yeah, Mona says she left and came back and volumes are working now. Good
Okay.
deal.
Yeah, yeah, tell them since they can hear me.
Yeah, it's sometimes if we have issues like that, it is YouTube, it is not us. So it is best to go out and come back in.
Helen
Awesome.
says she hears both of us. The volume's fine. Okay, I was going to be like, wait a minute. I didn't touch anything on my laptop.
I hear you on that.
So this is what we're working on tonight. But like I said, I have 36 of them. I have I think three more to do. And I'll be working on that over the next couple of days. And let me show you the layout that we're going to be doing for this quilt top. And the other thing is when I hit the 36 block mark, I will be re-showing. We will revisit all 36 blocks again. And then in the meantime, I'm going to have to start cutting sashing. But there's a couple blocks that I got.
I love it.
Because I was like, I don't know what to call this quilt. Because, these blocks are all by designers in this book, but the quilt needs to have a name.
Sewing Wolf, I'm just gonna say I love your screen name. I love it. I'm Siberian Wind, but I frequently get called Siberian Wolf, so I love your screen name. Just saying. Oh.
Someone just came in. I saw hi Helen and Carissa.
And Sewing Wolf came in.
Sewing Wolf came in. Hi Sewing Wolf.
You already said hi to Donna.
Yeah, Donna came in.
I think that's where we're at.
I don't want anybody to feel neglect. Did anyone ask any questions on this?
Not that I saw. Andrea said YouTube's crazy today. She's not had a notification all day long, and she knows
Look
people
who I did miss. Rita's in here.
Yes, she's been in here. She's been here a long time.
I said hi to Rita. Hi, Rita. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I can't believe it. Let me tell you what, that girl is on fire.
Who, Rita? Yes.
Yeah,
yes. She's been busy.
We made for the paid members, we made a pattern choice, and y'all, it's so fun. And she's already done hers before we even got started.
If you give Rita enough of an advance notice of what you're about to be doing, she is going to always be ahead of you. Just saying. I've learned. I
haven't even cut anything yet, much less chose what colors I want to use. Because you know me, I don't pre-plan anything. I just go get the colors out of my scrap pile. This little mini quilt is perfect for using from scraps too. Because
she kept asking for hints about the mystery quilt so that she could get a head start.
But you're gonna have to wait, Rita.
Yep. I'm making her wait. She's not happy about it, but she's waiting. All right, 34 1/4 times 2.
And everybody's gonna think I've lost my mind when February gets here.
Oh,
I'm going to do a 28-day challenge.
All right then. Oh, good to know, Mona. She's going to go off to dinner. She'll pop in later.
Enjoy your dinner, Mona. Yeah, you get to tell us what you ate when you come back.
Yes, enjoy it for me, please. Enjoy it for me. I'm going to be waiting for dinner.
Burning it up, burning lives for 28 days.
Oh, all right.
So it's going to be interesting to see whether I can do it or not. Because, and then I'll go back to your regularly scheduled kind of thing in March, because in June, I'm going to Denmark.
Oh, okay.
Since my husband put a screeching halt to me traveling to the States, yeah, I can't go.
I hear you on that. I so wanted to be at Road to California for last week, and it was not going to happen. I had too much else going on in January. It just wasn't going to happen. Yeah.
I mean, it's not about money or anything like that. He doesn't feel comfortable about me traveling across the pond right now.
I understand that. I understand that.
Because
Mine was worried about me traveling all the way to California by myself. And I was like, that's not an
yeah,
issue.
sometimes,
We'll
yeah.
have to
Well, I
book a
thought,
hotel room for me to stay.
yeah, exactly. I thought I cut. Uh-oh, where's my little 1.5 inch blocks? Tell me I didn't. Really? That means I have to go cut some more. Well, I'll cut it when I need it. Right now, we're going to work on these 2 paper pieces.
There you
Okay,
go.
we need.
Work on what you got. Work on what you got.
Yep, because let me see here.
Let's see if my machine is
So
quiet
what I'm
enough.
going to do here, you guys, is we're going to start with the paper piecing part first, okay? And we will be putting the fabric on the back side, but we're going to be sewing on the front side.
Yep.
That's how it'll start out. And because there's like one tiny little strip of white right here. So in this little pile, it looks like I'm missing like the whole top half of it. Maybe I'll left it laying in there on the cutting table.
I'm not going anywhere. I can hold down the fort. I do not usually do straight binding. I usually do bias, usually make plenty, have extra, and I'm only cutting exactly what I need. So that's unique.
Well, since I don't know where I laid it, I'll just get some out of my little scrap box because there's some for that.
That's the good thing about having scraps.
This is all of my white batik background scraps. I have a whole little, yeah. I don't throw anything away.
Well, I don't have my white separated, but if we're looking at these baskets here, these are just the ones that you can see. I have more up there, and then I have more above the camera and computer, and then more down below as well. So I got scraps. They're not color coordinated, but yeah.
You should come play a game with. I have a game that I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I'll tell everybody on February the 3rd. But we're
Okay.
going to play a scrap game.
Oh, okay.
And there'll be 2 types of scrap games we're going to play. One's going to do with just regular scraps that you have,
Huh?
different sizes. But then we're also going to play the crumb scrap, the crumb improv blocks.
Oh, okay.
So to make it, so it'll be 2 different games, and we won't do both of them in one night. It'll be one night, and then maybe the following week we'll do another one, and we're gonna keep on playing the game until we have enough to build a quilt out of it.
Well, what I'm going to be doing with mine, so I've got some that is already cut down. I've got my, of course, 1-inch squares because everybody knows that I work with them. I've got 2-inch, 2.5, 5, and 10 as my pre-cut sizes, and then I also cut strips. So anything that's left over, if I can cut it into a strip, that's what I cut it into. And so I put that into different quilts. So I've got that I'm doing with it. The block or the series that I've been doing with Sean, I've been working through scraps to put together a quilt top. And I'm opening a scrap box, working through whatever scraps I find to make whatever section of that quilt. Like I'm not even like trying to color coordinate necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm just finding something that looks close enough to what I'm looking for, and that's what's going in there. So I'm doing that, and then when I get started on Santa's Loading Quilt, which is a heavy applique quilt, it's going to be massive and take a long time to get there. I am literally going to go through a box at a time of scraps and pull out scraps for individual pieces and parts of that quilt. And so once I'm done cutting my applique pieces out, then I can cut down the rest of it to whatever that fits. So I'm literally just, putting it into quilts already.
Awesome.
Andrea just put in the chat that she's currently working on a quilt of Vala that's totally made from all the scraps left from previous patriotic quilts. She has a ton of half square triangles. So today she's been making star blocks. That's fantastic, Andrea. That's absolutely fantastic.
Okay, let's discuss this paper
Okay.
piece here for a minute. So
Okay.
whenever you're doing foundation paper piecing, they always, now this one was because they used specific colors in the block. They used blue, orange, white, and green. But I'm not
Okay.
using those colors. I'm doing something different. But I wanted to point out that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the order you need to be sewing these in. So the first thing that so you're gonna flip it over, and I have already marked this because this is how my brain works. I can't just like flip it over because as most of you know, sometimes angles tease me a lot. And so I got where I just mark on the back. So what
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulling this size one here. And then I'm going to pull, since I'm using a maroon, I am going to be pulling, let me see here. Which side? Hang on a second. I need to figure this out.
You're good. You're good.
Because that looks like, I think that's not big enough. So we must be going to be using one of these. Yeah. So I'm going to be using one of these, which seems like it's, and I don't mind wasting this, or I'm not going to be wasting it, even though this is quite big. I still can use the other half of it. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put you want to put the first piece, which is number 1, face up, and you're going to kind of if you don't know how to line up a 1/4 inch seam allowance, you can fold it back if you want to. I don't. I just put it up here. Well, yeah, sorry. You're gonna put it up here, then you can just put it up where you can see that line and just line it up. And then you're gonna take this one and you're gonna lay it over the top face down. With batiks, it doesn't matter. But if you were using regular cotton, you would want to put the bottom one face up, which is number 1, and number 2, you're going to put it face down, so that when you sew this 1/4 inch seam allowance right here and you flip it over, it'll be face up. And that's how you get this started. It's always the hardest when you start that very first sew line, and then after that it just like comes together really fast.
Yeah, it does. I love paper piecing for that. I can't get to it right now because I'd have to move my machine, but I have my temperature rings quilt in one of those 10 drawer things now. And I love paper piecing because it is just, you can get to the point once you're doing so many of it, like if you're doing it repeatedly, that it's mindless. You don't have to think too hard about it.
Yeah, it's one of those times where once you figure out once you get your rhythm started, then you can mindlessly sew while listening to something else, or watching someone's live, or listen. I do a lot of listening to people's lives.
Yeah.
While I'm sewing. When I get quiet, I'm sewing. Because we all know I like to blow up chats.
I don't mind you blowing up my chat. I love seeing people's names pop up in my chat.
Yeah, it comes from my IRC days.
Yeah, I type fast too. I was on Yahoo and AOL, like AOL Instant Messenger, the AIM Messenger. Oh, I was all over that back when that was like the popular thing. Yeah. Well, before we had text messages, you went home and you hopped on, and then you started Yahoo messaging or AIM messaging. Whoever had it.
When Yahoo had
I think I know what you're about to say.
Oh, what are they called? Gosh, they've been gone so long, I can't remember the name of them. But they would be they were like groups. There was so many, and based on some kind of, dang it. Because when Yahoo got merged with Alibaba, they shut all of it down.
They did. They shut a lot of things got shut down. My favorite thing with Yahoo Messenger was there was these characters that if you put the character in the message, it actually read out its little predetermined message. It's kind of like hitting one of those old toys that you hit a button and, like Tickle Me Elmo, for example. You hit a button on Tickle Me Elmo and it says, "Ooh, that tickles," or, whatever Elmo says. I don't like Elmo, but whatever Elmo says. And Yahoo Messenger kind of had that same thing. So you put the little character in there and it would say the message. One of them, there was a commercial that was on TV and it was back in the 90s. And it was something along the lines of, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are?" That was the commercial. And the Yahoo Messenger character, it was a African-American professional guy. And the character said, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your brain is?" And I loved that one. I would use that all the time. Oh, hi, Linda.
This picture is deceiving because I'm looking at this unit 5 right here. You see how they
Okay.
have the purple here?
Uh-huh.
But look which way those lines are going.
I think your overhead camera is probably overheating because it froze for a second. It's working now, but it froze for a second. So, all right. So you're working on that U4, unit 4 area, right? Oh,
No,
no,
unit
no, you're
5.
working on section 1. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's correct. So that maroon is exactly where the yellow is. So your
Yeah.
next sewing
No,
should be,
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about, see, this is this one. There should
yeah,
be here. But look which way this goes.
it does.
It's going in the other
So,
direction.
so that maroon actually needed to be on the opposite. So if you can unstitch that, if you can rip that real quick, put the maroon where the other piece is, because 1, 2, and 3 are kind of interchangeable. Well, that should, no, that still won't fix it because that's
It's
still
still,
not,
yeah, what I'm saying is if you put
that's still not right.
this
Yeah.
right here, these are all going in this direction. That has it going that way.
Yeah, it does.
Let me see this other one. Oh, I know why.
Use the wrong
I
piece.
I put it on the wrong one.
Oh no.
Oh,
So where
no,
does that,
it's
where,
okay.
are
It's
you sure are you sure that piece is
yeah,
that
look,
piece?
there it is, right there.
Okay. Your camera froze again, so I don't know. I think that overhead is just gonna keep overheating today.
Yeah, it's probably because it's too warm in this house.
Yeah. That'll make a difference.
Yeah, so guys, if I lose this camera again, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to leave it off
Yeah.
because
We don't
it's
want it.
very warm inside this house.
We don't want that battery on that phone
Now we
exploding.
don't
So
want it
yeah.
catching on fire, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still frozen, man. Let me shut it off.
Yeah. Just leave it off for a little bit.
And
You
we're
can
gonna have
pick
to be
up for the
without that
show.
camera, and I'll just have to hold it. What I'm doing? I just used the wrong. What I did is I used the wrong paper piecing for the wrong section. So, and it
It's all right.
probably, let me see if it even bothered to tell you that which section. Yeah, see, I didn't bother to read it. Section 2, and the other one says section 3. Nope, it says section 1, which is unit 5. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm making a lousy tutorial tonight.
That's okay. It happens. We all have those days. Donna Lee is here and Giovanna is. Donna Lee said, "Sup all except Katie got a question." So she's got a question. Oh, Pat, all AOL back in the 90s, right? Right. I was totally there.
Says I would love Denmark. I'm not sure what we're talking about on that, but yep, Denmark's beautiful. I'm going
Oh,
to Denmark in June
that's what
because
she was talking about. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what she's talking about.
Nikolai has to re-up his paramedic license. He has to do this every 3 years, I think. And actually, we're going back to Fano. So I last time we were in Fano, I didn't think to make very. In fact, I don't think I. In fact, the last time I was in Fano, I didn't even have a YouTube channel running. So
Oh,
since I'm not going to go to the States, we are going to take a vacation in Denmark, which means it'll start after his education. So while I'm in Fano and he's doing his paramedic stuff, I'm going to walk around to get to Fano. You have to drive onto a ferry, and then the ferry goes across this waterway, and then you get off and come into this small little town, and it's super cute. It's right on the beach. There's beachfront. It's famous for amber that washes up on the shores. That's where this bracelet came from, is from Fano. This is real amber. This is not plastic. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around while Nikolai's doing his schooling, and I'm going to get footage. Maybe I'll even take a little trip back out to see probably when he gets off, because one of the trolls just happens to be in Fano. So we'll go revisit the troll, and maybe those horses will be out there like last time, and I can video them because I took pictures of them last time. And yeah, we're going to do that. And then when he finishes education, oh, by the way, I'm also going to do something to my hair. So yeah, be shocked what I do, because Esbjerg is on the other side, which is where we start to get onto the ferry. And so they have a mall there that has hair, and hopefully it's not shut down. Things have changed. I don't know how much has changed in Denmark compared to the US, but hopefully they still have hair salon there, and I'll probably get part of my hair cut off. And I'm debating on which I want to do more: color my hair purple where all the white is, or do I want to put a perm in my hair first and then do a hair color later? I'm going to talk to the hairstylist and see what she has to say about that. Maybe I can
definitely talk to the stylist on that.
Yeah, maybe I can buy the purple hair dye and then get someone here to do it for me. I don't know, because I want purple in my hair. I have never done that before, done something weird to my hair. So, and I'm right now I'm wanting to be crazy. Please, you can count on it, Donna Lee. There'll be horses in those videos. You can count on it.
Yes. I would love to have purple in my hair. Andy says if you're gonna do that first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I probably should do it first, because maybe the perm might mess up the hair color if I did the hair color first. So yeah.
It could also fry the color out of your hair. Your hair is so light, you're probably not gonna have a hard time coloring your hair.
No, actually my hair is not light. Look.
That's not that dark though.
This is a medium brown. This is my natural hair color right here.
Mine is natural. In order to get my hair to take any dye, even going darker, I have to have it bleached first. I can't even go black without bleaching first. Yeah.
This chick is not bleaching her hair.
Yeah, I've been down that road. The only color that I've successfully gone without bleaching it was I went dark red, and it looks horrid on me, in my opinion. Like I
tried to go blonde, and guess what? It turned it strawberry blonde, because I have red in my hair. You don't see the red in my hair, but there's red there.
Oh, I've got red in mine.
And I'm like,
you won't see it unless I get out in the sun and actually get it to lighten up. But if I get out in the sun and let the sun bleach my hair a little bit, if I have to be out there enough, but if it bleaches a little bit, then it shows up red. I have red highlights.
You're so sweet. Donnelly says, just because you're older, take my word, you can and do still rock it. Yeah, see, I never, most people be rebels at some point or another and do crazy things to the hair. I never did. So I'm going to act out and do it. Because I can. I'm 63 years old. Why not?
There you go. I will not be getting I will not be cutting my hair though, unless I just trim it. And Giovanna says that she has the same problem, that her hair is so strong that it doesn't take anything. Yeah, my hair takes nothing. My hair takes absolutely nothing.
I'm not going to chop my hair off. I'm just going to take about 7 inches off of it, and then see if they can do my hair is baby fine, but the problem with my hair is, in fact, the last time I got my hair cut there, the woman says, "How is it that you have hair like this at your age?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" She says, "Your hair is just so healthy and stuff." I said, "Well, that's because I don't do weird things to it all the time." And
Oh,
I hadn't, I hadn't had a perm in it. I hadn't colored it because I don't hair color anyway. But now that I'm turning gray, I want to hair color a little bit just for fun. And
yeah.
I told her, I says, because I don't stick blow dryers in my hair or anything else. I just wash it, condition it, and then that's it. Let it dry natural. Because
Well,
the downside to my hair though is even though it's baby fine and soft, whenever you shower, the water, it's like my hair sucks up the water
yeah.
and weighs it down. And when you get a perm, it will pull the perm out.
Yeah, it
And
can, especially if you have to keep your hair dry for I think 48, 24 or 48 hours after you
it's
get a perm.
not supposed to wash your hair, I think, for 2 weeks when you get a perm.
I don't know that it's 2 weeks, but it's definitely long. Hey Laura, welcome in. Um,
Hey, Laura.
Carissa says she's got naturally black hair. And so it's so hard to get the other colors to take. I don't know how her perimenopause hair will take dye now. And Helen says that she's the same as me, and her
Yeah,
hair will
I'm
not take it.
postmenopausal too, so I don't know what's going to happen when I do it. And even I don't care. Um, the picture up there, I had my hair cut to shoulder length because it's so funny with hairdressers in the United States. They see long hair and it's like, you cannot get a perm with hair that long.
You can, it just costs more and they don't want to do it.
Yeah, they
That's
don't
what
want
it
to
is.
deal with long hair, is what it is.
Yeah,
And
that is
especially if
exactly
you
what
say
it is.
something like, I want a spiral perm. And it's like their eyes get really big and they're like, you can tell they don't want to do it.
Well, my hair, if when I wash it, my hair, if I let it air dry, goes curly. However, in this climate, it's dry enough here that my hair will actually dry, which is amazing because in the southeast it would never dry. I could wash my hair and it'd be, wet for over 24 hours if I didn't blow dry it.
Yeah.
But here, once it dries out completely, my curls fall. They just completely fall. But I have enough baby hair, like fine baby hair, like around my face and like on the back of my
Yeah.
neck, that will just spiral still. So
Yes.
I even if I let my hair air dry, I still have to straighten it.
Yeah. Yeah. Me, I just want to have body in my hair, and by kinking it, then even if the curls end up pulled out, it'll still have the body in it because this is, you see how straight it is. It's like,
Yeah. Well, mine, I can straighten it and like it's got a little bit of wave because I just had it up in the clip, but it will stay straight here.
yeah.
Now, as soon as we have rain, all bets are off. It will do whatever it decides to do in the rain.
Okay, Andy, I'll take a quick look. Did I miss anybody's comment? Pat
Huh?
says peroxide and water 50-50 mix in a spray bottle and brush it through and get the lightness that you prefer. Yeah, I don't want to lighten my hair. I just want to turn it purple. I'll tell you a funny thing I did one time. I was pregnant with my daughter, first one, and someone was saying, you can dye your own hair if you want to, and because I made a comment that I wanted to darken my brown hair.
Yeah.
So I went to the store and I bought a dark brown. I knew absolutely nothing about dyeing hair or anything else back then. When I dyed my hair dark brown, do you know what color it was when it was finished? It was navy blue, and I'm not lying. When you walked out the door, you could have sworn I had dyed my hair blue.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. I don't know why it turned like that, but it did. And it's probably because I didn't know nothing about the fact that I had red in my hair. I knew I had red, but I didn't know it was a thing, like some with this gray here, I have had my hair colored to match the rest of my natural hair color. But
Yeah.
I tell her, I said, if you're going to use the same color, make sure there's no red dye in the dye because it will mess up my hair color.
Yeah. I've got a hairdresser now that I really like. I looked at her and I said, I wear my hair straight. So I'm going to come in there with my hair straight the way that I straighten it, not the way you guys straighten it, but the way I straighten it. And I want you to cut my hair without messing up the way that I straighten my hair because I want
Yeah.
it to look good the way that I can do it at home. Because I'm not going to come into you guys to have you straighten my hair for formal events or whatever. It's not going to happen.
Andy, I love your blonde hair. She sent me a picture of herself. And she has curly hair there. Looks like she has a perm.
Oh, she might.
I'm going to show her a picture of me with blonde hair that looks strawberry blonde.
Andrea said that her hair is long, but it has all started falling out. Her teeth have started falling out too. She asked her husband if he would still love her when she's bald and toothless. He just looked at me weird. Oh,
I
and
didn't.
Giovanna's saying that you have to take vitamin D3 for your hair and teeth. Yeah. Even with that, especially with some autoimmunes, it's hard. Oh, hi Nikolai. Welcome in. He said
Hi,
hello.
Issa. How was dinner? What did you eat? They got taken out to dinner tonight.
Oh, nice.
They're in port right now dealing with engine trouble.
Oh, Laura, she says, goodness, I just like hair. I lost so much last year with my illness that lasted several months. I just want to keep my hair, but was losing it daily. I'm praying that it'll grow back this year. Until I moved up here, until I moved to this climate. Oh, wow.
See
I think
that?
I've seen that one. Yeah.
That was supposed to be blonde hair, and you see what color it turned.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of
red.
red. Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
red.
red.
So I never did that again.
Yeah, Andrea, she says it's because of her autoimmune diseases. Yeah, that's usually what it is. Nikolai says that spaghetti is what he had. Yeah, Laura, before I moved up here, I had my hair cut literally chin length. And it was never any longer than that. I could not handle it any longer because of the heat. It was heat and sweating and all of that, the heat and humidity. So I never had my hair longer than that. Um, so I understand the wanting to have hair and not being able to for whatever reason. I get it. And my hair started falling out for a while too, especially when I've lost weight, like multiple rounds of losing weight or whatever. You'll lose hair when you lose weight.
You lost quite a bit of weight recently. What's up with
I
that?
I did. I made some habit choices, some habit changes. I should say it that way. When I had my gallbladder out, before then I was drinking a lot of Dr. Pepper, and I really wasn't monitoring how much I was eating or taking in or whatever. So when I had my gallbladder out, your gallbladder processes fat, so dietary fat, and you have to have some, otherwise, your body doesn't work correctly. So you can't cut out all fat. You can't have a completely fat-free diet. But I decided to start monitoring how much fat I was taking. And in doing that, I was also monitoring my calories. And between the two of those, and cutting out Dr. Pepper, just calorie deficit has worked to my advantage. So,
My body always thinks I'm starving it when I try to do something like that.
well, I didn't do it and I didn't do it all immediately. Like it wasn't, going from eating whatever I want to suddenly only eating a certain amount of calories. And I mean, I don't even monitor my calories per se. I won't, I don't like, okay, let's say I'm supposed to have 1,250 calories per day. I don't stop at that. Like if I'm still hungry, I'm still going to eat, but just monitoring it and logging it, like making a log of it, has been fantastic for my health.
Giovanna says
Yeah.
her hair has grown so long in 9 months. Mine's down to my waist right now.
Mine is past my natural waist. It is almost down to the low rise that on my jeans.
Astral? You mean castor oil, or is that what you mean?
Yeah, probably castor oil.
That stuff stinks though. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. There she goes. She put it in there
Smell
correctly.
it.
Yeah. And Laura says her hair isn't long, it's only chin length. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. I knew as soon as I heard that that's what you were going through, I knew that your hair was going to be part of that. That is just part of the way our bodies process it. When you lose a lot of weight for whatever reason, your hair is one of those things that you lose. It will grow back eventually once your nutrient levels are where your body wants them to be.
And so
But
was
there's
the
no.
spaghetti good?
That's a good question.
Inquiring
Spaghetti
minds
sounds
want to
good.
know, how was the food?
Good that you've only seen a pic of me being blonde, says Nikolai.
Yeah, it's too funny. When this is before, or this was while my husband was still living. We were
Uh-huh.
just friends back then, like best friends. And he sent me a picture of where he dyed his or bleached his hair, and you would have thought he was from Russia when you saw him. And I'm like, that can't be you. He says it is.
Oh.
It was crazy.
Oh, Laura, she says, Tammy, my husband's lost 75 pounds in the past 6 months. He's been watching carbs and protein. I'm stressing him out, apparently. Well, when you're as sick as you were, we all get a little bit worried.
And when you're absent for too many lives, inquired minds begin to wonder what's going on, because we miss you.
Yes, we definitely miss you. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
missing you.
Oh, Giovanna says that she had a crew cut in May last year, and now it's to her shoulder.
Oh wow, I would never cut my hair that short.
I have. I did in
Oh,
high school, but living in the Southeast, my body just does not like that heat and humidity. I cannot. My body will not tolerate it.
All of my teenage adult life. You know what my mother used to do? When I was a young girl, or all of us were young girls, our hair would get down to our butts, and she complained that it's always what it was is when you have hair like mine and it gets wet, it turns into knot city.
Yeah.
And so she'd get aggravated, and she'd take all us girls up there and get us short shags.
Yeah.
I would literally look like a boy, and I'm like, I don't like looking like a boy. So now as an adult, there ain't no way I'd have short hair.
Well, if my dad had his, had his way about my hair would have actually been longer than it is now and as straight as it is now when I was growing up. He always has loved like long straight hair. Back in the 60s and 70s, that was kind of the thing too. But my hair in the Southeast was never straight. I inherited my mom's curls. He married a lady with the curliest hair in the world if he likes straight hair. But I like my hair long, but I definitely like it straight. It doesn't tangle for me as
I
much.
want curly hair with long hair, but
it can be hard to maintain.
I was always envious of Lynette because she was born with not curly hair, but she had the little ringlets and stuff, and she had a body in her hair, and she got that from the Japanese side of her heritage.
Yeah.
And the other two have the dark hair from the Japanese end of it, but they have my straight ass hair.
Oh, the Carissa says that she's lost 73 pounds in the last 5-ish months. She takes a ton of vitamins, so thankfully her hair is falling out slowly. Yeah, there is that. I mean, so I lost quite a bit of weight back in 2016 and 17, intentionally. But my hair, I mean, I was taking as many vitamins as I could, but my hair still thinned out considerably. And it's not really back to where it was before, but it thickened back up a little bit. And then now I lost a little bit too with this weight loss.
I'm staying on top of this chat tonight.
I'm good at that. That's what I do on my channel,
Ooh,
remember?
good at it, but I'm tired today, so my
Well,
stamina.
I'm gonna have to back off a little bit because I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah.
Definitely survive. Yes, you have, Laura.
Once I
You
get
are
this
definitely.
paper piecing part done, then I'll be like more alert.
I got all of my bindings sewn together. I'm not pressing them. I'm taking them directly to the machine and I'm finger pressing when I get to the sewn seams.
Oh,
And I'm using straight seams, which is not my normal. That last seam will be a diagonal seam, but all the others are or whatever I want them to be, whatever the straight or whatever. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So this quilt that I'm doing right now, I know you guys can't really see it, but this one is called Here's the Angle. It's one that I taught on my channel, and it's one that I'm getting to teach again in May, which is pretty awesome. The front of it has a lot of black and white on it. I'll pick up what I can and show you guys. So there's a lot of black and white, and then there's 4 colors on it: purple, blue, or purple, teal, pink, and green. And then the background, I found this adorable fabric before Joann's closed, and it is Cruella de Vil from Disney, like Cruella de Vil, with the black and white, the Dalmatians and all that. And it's got red all over the place. Like it is the fabric is red with pictures of Cruella and all these black spots all over it. So I feel like it's appropriate to have, what's black and white with red all over, that kind of theme. So Cruella gets to be on the back of a primarily white and black quilt.
Nikolai says, we're with you on your battle, Laura. Yes, we are. We will always be here
Absolutely.
because we love you.
We all are. I
We
ended
don't
up
want
sending a message to a subscriber last night that I haven't heard from in a little bit. I have her email.
haven't has anyone seen Robin Marie?
She's not normal. She's not a regular on my channel, so I don't know.
She used to be in the channel all the time along with Laura and Denise, and it's strange, but she's disappeared, so I hope nothing's wrong with her. I've been worried about her because I don't know, and no one's seen her, so
yeah, anytime I go like a couple of months without seeing somebody, if I have their email, I send them an email. I check in on them.
I don't know. I have to look and see if I actually have her email. I'm not sure if I do or not.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll email her because, gosh, it's strange when you're used to a certain group of people showing up constantly and then they just disappear and they're like, what is up with this?
Well, I know what the subscriber that I emailed, I know what's going on in her life, basics about what's going on. So I know she's got a lot on her plate, but I still wanted to reach out and say, that I was thinking about her.
Reach out and touch someone. Oh my God.
I was in a chat this morning with a card maker, a friend of mine. Not Afraid of Color is the channel name.
Yeah.
And she had an earworm this morning, and she's like, I don't know if I want to get rid of this earworm. I was like, I can help. And I don't know if she read it or not, but I think she did. But then I put in there, my baloney has a first name. Yeah. And she didn't acknowledge it, but you knew the moment she read that, because she's like, no. Like no, I'm not going to even read it because it's going to be stuck in my mind.
Kind of like the Oscar Mayer Wiener song too.
I thought about putting that one in there, but I figured I'd go with that one for her. Because I didn't really want to hear the Oscar Mayer Wiener song again, because William always sings that one. He always sings that one.
You remember every time. You remember the one is plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Oh, Alka-Seltzer. Yes. There was one, you probably heard it, maybe. Cook's Pest Control. It was looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest
Oh, I
Control.
haven't heard that one.
Oh, you're missing out. That one was good. And then, oh my
It's
gosh.
like you hear a lot of those commercials in Demolition Man and Sandra Bullock singing them, and I'm like, oh my god.
Now there's one that's more, more recent, and it's farmers insurance. We are farmers, and then it's like I can't sing, but like a da 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 da.
Yep.
There's that one, and then I like the I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two, and that is somebody in the chat is going to know which insurance company that one comes from. But I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
I've seen a thing or two. Let me see. Yep. This needs yellow, mellow. Yep. Or you like mellow yellow to the rest.
Oh shoot, yeah, mellow yellow. I haven't heard mellow yellow in forever.
Every time I see yellow, I think of that song. It's crazy.
I used to sing that one to myself all the time when I was a kid.
Yellow to the rescue.
Well, it's not that version. I was thinking of the song. They Call Me Mellow Yellow.
I have to check that song out and see if I actually know that song or not. Who's it by?
I don't know, but you probably do know that song.
Probably.
That's old enough that like my parents were playing it, so you would have heard it at some point.
There was times when well, even sometimes Nikolai will play a song that's ancient, and I'm like, honey, that's before my time. He's like, how can you not know that song? I'm like,
so my husband is 19 years older than me, so there are a lot of songs that he can play that are before my time. I mean, I listen to a lot of music that is before my time.
This is just country music, so a lot of those songs that that Nikolai will share with me, I'm like, I never heard them as a kid because my parents were avid country music people.
Yeah. Well, my mom played like the 60s and 60s rock, which was like It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want to, and Elvis, and like
they were Elvis fans too because they had so many Elvis Presley records. It was great.
There's tons of Elvis.
They also had odd music, like they had Tijuana brass music, and one of the songs, I didn't like any of the rest of the songs, but there was this one song. It's called "The Lonely Bull," and I think that is a beautiful piece of music.
Oh, I don't know that I've heard that one. See, Donna Lee knows that Mellow Yellow song.
Yeah, me.
They
call me Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow.
So Fauna says, I love and care for you, Laura, and you have to love yourself as well.
Yes. Give yourself a hug for us.
Carissa says the lamb chop one.
Oh, no. I read that.
I don't think I know that one either.
The song that never ends? Oh, no. Yeah. You've probably heard the song that never ends. I know.
Are you talking about the Never Ending Story song?
No, I don't think that's the Never Ending Story song. But there's a song, if you look it up, it is quite literally the song that never ends. I will not sing it, and I despise anyone singing it in my presence because it is one of those songs that gets stuck for a while. Oh, I cannot stand it. Oh, Donna Lee is saying the Beatles. Yes, the Beatles, definitely. I listened to the Beatles too. The Beach Boys. I listened to the Beach Boys as well. Oh, she says it's from a show on public television. Okay, see, I never saw that one. Oh, the Lamb Chop song. The Lamb Chop song is different, but I don't know what it is. I did not watch Lamb Chops. My kid never watched it. I didn't watch it. Yeah. Oh, no. Rip It and So On says the shark. No, we're not doing Baby Shark. I know that song. That one gets stuck on at the baseball field because all the kids, now that are playing like, not T-ball, but like they're like 7 or 8 or whatever, they all know that Baby Shark song. Oh my gosh.
Oh, another one I haven't heard.
You'd have to look up Baby Shark. Because then there's baby, mama, daddy. It's crazy. Raven says no lamb chop. It gets stuck in my head for weeks. Right? Like all of them. This is lamb chops play. Okay. See, I never did the lamb chops. I did Barney. Like I babysat for a kid that watched Barney. Oh, Giovanna.
Before I forget, those of you who have a channel need to type exclamation selfie.
Yeah, put exclamation selfie in there, guys. We want to check out your channels.
Yeah, share your channel.
So Giovanna put in one. It's a song by Harry Belafonte.
Ooh, what's the name? The Hole in the Bucket.
Yes.
Never heard that one either.
Oh my gosh, I know that song.
My parents had issues and I cared for them. I know you understand that. Yeah.
To what?
She was talking, I think she's talking to Laura.
Oh,
And Donnelly says, I watched Beatles on Ed Sullivan show first ISO performance when I was a kid, okay? Last time I ever admit
we will keep your secret, Donnelly. All of us will keep your secret.
Yep.
All right. Mona, Rip It So On, Mona, she has a channel. I don't know that
y'all share your channel.
Subscribed.
Exclamation selfie.
She's got 101 videos and she's got over 1,000 subscribers. I did not know.
She has 1,000 subscribers? Really? I need to go check. Wait,
I did not know. She did. Rip It So On, her channel's in the chat.
I am going to put that up there where I can look at it after the live. I didn't know you even had a channel. My bad.
I didn't either. I didn't realize it either.
I didn't either. Hang on a second. I'm pretty sure I've never been to her channel, but let me look just the same. Because if I haven't, I'm going to hit that subscribe button.
And Giovanna, apparently YouTube unsubscribed me. So I am now resubscribed.
Oh, look, she does 1.12, and I am not.
I told you.
Let me subscribe to her channel.
Know, right? I know.
My goodness.
She's been under our radar this whole time, flying under the radar. You can also do that on my channel, Mona.
Yep, I just signed up to you or just subscribed to your channel, Rip It.
She does lives.
One from me.
Oh, she does lives and arrays. She dumped a bunch. Okay, that explains why.
Nikolai says you have given me the live. That's because your other Facebook Messenger is offline. It says I cannot send anything to Nikolai KK Jolson because it's offline. I'm like,
oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Rip It, Mona. You're so welcome. Oh. I broke thread.
See here? This is what I love about this community. We all go and help other channels.
Absolutely. So Donna Lee's channel link is there as well. I know I'm not subscribed to you, but now I am. There we go.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I'm subscribed to Donnelly's too.
Oh, we're just going to be racking up subscriptions today.
I'm not subscribed to hers either. Oh my God.
How the heck?
He has 40 subscribers right now. I don't know.
Hey.
I thought I subscribed to her channel.
Well, when you get to 100,
Donnelly.
I think YouTube still has the limit that when you get to 100, then you can do a live. So we're looking forward to that live.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Yeah.
And guys, if you don't know, I don't have any links to it directly on my channel right now. But if you don't know, I have a Zoom retreat coming up. It is February 28th and March 1st. It runs 35 hours from start to finish. You don't have to be there the whole time. You can pop in, pop back out. But if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you go over and subscribe. And then at the next live or whatever, I will try to put some links up on my community page as well, so that you guys can go register for the Zoom retreat. So if you want to come hang out with us, sew a little bit, you know, chat a little bit, whatever, you can do that. My Zoom retreats are always a blast. So once we open that retreat up, it does run for 35 hours. So you know, you can be an early bird or you can be a night owl, whatever. But it's a great time to meet people kind of face to face. So if you want to come hang out, you're welcome to. And I'll be done sewing the Cruella de Vil fabric by then. Yeah.
Okay, now we've got this paper piecing done. Let's get these blocks or these pieces rounded up here that we need for setting up this whole thing. Goodness, I have a mess up here.
Paper piecing is always messy. It's always messy.
Yeah, it is. I want to make sure I don't out here.
Mo says she subscribed to us ASAP from Williams. Yeah, he gets the word out. He gets the word out. Absolutely. Oh, you're so welcome, Giovanna. She was giving me a thanks for going to subscribe to her. I didn't realize I was not subscribed anymore. I think that's what happens on my channel too, because after I hit 1,000, like I keep going back up and down in the first 20. Like I'm still not past the first 10, staying past the first 10. So I'm still between 1,000 and 1,010.
I knew I was subscribed to Giovanna. That's why I didn't even look.
Yeah. I used to be. I thought I still was.
Sometimes something happens to our subscription. Actually, I've only ever discovered once or twice where I was unsubscribed, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't unsubscribe from so and so.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube boots people off. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what I'm going to do here is lay out this block, and let's see if we can't get it laid out properly.
All right.
Looky here. Here's the missing pieces I was looking for.
That's usually when you find them.
Oh, let me show you what the paper piecing looks like, by the way. I forgot I don't have a top camera right now.
Oh, good. Those look awesome. Those look awesome. Six Bows is back. Welcome in. First timer. Glad you're here. I'll drop my channel link in there so you can go subscribe to me as well. Since you're a first timer here, you probably haven't seen me either. I'm the Siberian Wind. And welcome back, Mona. She says dinner is over. She bit her tongue. That is not what we're looking for. Hey, Nico.
Boo.
Boo. You look like you're having a bad hair day.
Yeah, it happened.
Where you at?
Yeah. Well, yesterday you told them that you have shown the troll doors, right?
Yeah, I showed him a picture of one I found online.
Let me show you these. They're
Okay.
good. If I could.
Time for a little education, you guys.
Oh.
Babe, walk up and touch it so they know what they're looking at. That's a trawl door. See how big it is?
Yeah.
How much did you say one of those weighs, honey?
That one right here is for the port side of a troll door. That is 15 meters square. 15 meters square.
How much?
And it weighs 7.5 tons.
Hear that, you guys?
Just
yeah,
one.
That's crazy.
Here's the other one.
Oh my gosh.
They're quite big.
Yeah. Those go in the water last and come out of the water first, right?
Yeah. And here we got the cinder block right here.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That one weighs 10 tons.
gosh.
Hey, show them
Crazy.
where the gear gets pulled in and out of.
Well, give me a second. This is where we drop the gear down here. We have a slope here that goes all the way down to the water. And when we hold them, it goes all the way through here. Right now it's a little bit messy, but usually we have the gears right here where I am.
And they have specific positions that they're supposed to be in when they drop the gear so no one gets dragged into the water.
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want to get dragged into the water.
It happened on another ship.
All the way up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
see how long that is?
Yeah.
I haven't been on this ship, but I've been on the Kokoxiok, and it's interesting how big that really is.
Yeah. Looks huge.
And this is my work area right here. Well, prepare for the making some spare parts or just working with rope.
Oh, very cool.
And I can walk right here. So this is where it all ends. As you can see, quite far all the way down there.
How long do you
Yeah.
think that is, honey? The gear is
The
how
net part, I think. The net, I think, is around 120 meters, something like that. Around 100 meters.
so y'all have to Google how many feet that is.
I think it's around. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just fully guessing maybe around 160 feet, something like that. But I might be wrong.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Very cool.
And these are the wires that we're using. As you can see, they're like 3.4 centimeters wide.
Fairly thick. Fairly
And
thick.
we got two up here and one up here.
Oh, safety first, always.
Yeah.
Usually work in this area. Well, the other one is right on the other side.
Tell them the story about when we were first dating and you guys you didn't call when you were supposed to, and the factory chief posted about the person getting drugged off the ship by the gear into the water, and I hadn't heard from you. Tell them about that.
I can hardly hear because I got the engine spare part. What do you call it? Auxiliary engines running loud.
Okay. So what happened was he was normally call me once a week, and that week I didn't hear a thing from him, and it went into the following week, and then suddenly Martin posted this thing about someone getting drugged into the water, that they got in the way of the gear and the gear yanked him into the water, and so they spent several days trying to find the person that got drugged into the water, and they never did find him. And I was thinking, oh my God, Nikolai hadn't called me. I didn't know what to think, and I was like, I don't even know why Martin posted that. So when Nikolai called me finally, I'm like, oh, you're okay. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And I told him what Martin had done. He's like, oh crap. Because it wasn't even their ship that it happened on. It was a different ship that it happened on. It was
Pat just put in that 100 meters is about 328 feet.
Yeah.
And just a little over, there's just an inch over as well.
And here's the front part all the way there. The ship is only 75 meters long.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 square 27.
Mhm.
It's very pretty.
Isn't that crazy? But the
Yes.
bridge is even more interesting, but I don't know if we can show the bridge or not. Can you show the bridge, honey?
I could go up there. Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you would be allowed to do that or not.
Need to turn it around so I did make the dizzy out of it.
Yeah, because we know I'll want to go get sick.
Yeah, bad hair day.
Andy's asking if you're in Nuuk right now.
Yes, we are Nuke.
I was listening to someone from the United States who was in Nuke, and they kept saying Nook, and I'm like, why do you keep saying Nook? There's 2 U's, and that means a long U.
Right. I'm in the bridge right here now.
Oh, that's pretty.
The bridge is really cool looking.
Looks fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot of monitors here. This monitor is showing the factory is running. And here we have for the catch, and this is for the echo sounder all the way here too. And we have both of the maps right here. And right up here is where we usually can see where the distance between the troll doors. If we're using one, if we're using one troll door, one gear, it will be around 65 to 70 meters distance between the troll doors. But if we are using 2 trolls, that will be around 120 to 130 meters distance. And when we hold the gear, we're using this hold, and we can see, as you can see, I need to have help for me to here that we have hooked it, so I can pull it up, or we can pull it up and drop the gears, and everybody helps with each other to do that.
How big is a crew typically?
Well, we are around 24 to 25 people on board.
Seems like a lot of work for just 24, 25 people.
Yeah,
They have 2 sets of crews, 2 shifts, things like that. And they work 6-hour shifts.
Okay.
yeah. I have heard that the other shift, the other team, they're working 8 hours work and 8 hours break.
So he
Oh,
did. Wow. Who'd have thunk it, man?
And I got a lot of bunch. If you can see the white, yellow color right here where I'm pointing,
yeah.
that's where all our extra nets we have. If we have if we need to make some spare parts.
Okay.
So Nikolai runs the deck. He's the boss of the deck.
Yep.
And then they have a factory chief that takes care of the factory. And and then you have a head of the engineering department, right?
Yeah. And we have 2 life rafts here on the other side as well, and we have a man overboard boat as well. And of course, already made some spare parts here. And I have heard from the captain that the wires that we're changing today or yesterday, they were about $1 million bucks of Danish. All of them, all 3 of them.
Wow.
So we're talking about a
money.
expensive equipment. Yeah.
It's not cheap to run a boat, that's for sure.
And we have drawings here, how the gear looks like, and we have extra drawings down in the my workspace, so I can see what I need of making spare parts. And right now it's quite dark, so you could hardly see anything.
Yeah.
How many, Giovanna wants to know, how many kilos of shrimp do you get per journey?
Oh, it depends on how good the area we're fishing at.
So how much did you have on this haul again?
334 tons for around 11 days fishing.
Yeah, you did really good this go around for such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the only reason they're in port is because they're having problems with the engine.
and when our center wire was broken too at the same while we were fishing too, so we only have to fish with one gear all the time.
Ooh.
And they normally fish with two.
Yep.
And so when they don't have but one gear in the water, it takes longer to, get a buildup of your call. And
Yeah.
are you allowed to show them the factory, honey?
I can, but I doubt it. I will have any signal.
Oh, you might lose the signal.
Yeah.
He was losing signal earlier for a little bit too.
Yeah, it's like when he goes down below, because
Yeah.
the factory's down below.
Yeah. That'd have to be probably a recorded video.
Yeah.
Versus a
The
live.
factory's actually really interesting because I got to see the factory when I stayed on the Coxiac, and it's amazing how they can go that when they drop the shrimp down through the chute, it comes onto this conveyor belt, and then the people who are working in the factory will go through the shrimps as it's coming through, and they'll either decide upon whether it's going to be flash frozen for Japanese and Italian shrimps, or if it's going to be sea cooked. It's really interesting the way they do it, and they have this big, huge pot for sea cooking. They do everything on board, and then they box it, and then put it all goes down into the cargo hold on pallets. And then when they go into port, a crane lifts these pallets out of the cargo hold so that it goes straight to where it's going to go. So it's really interesting.
And we had a lot of fun with you when we were sailing with us across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, you did. They're all like, look, she's green, you guys. And finally, Tortor's like, do you want something to fix this problem? I'm like, please, because all I wanted to do was go puke. And it wasn't the forward motion that was bothering me. It was the water was just wavy enough to make the boat move side to side a little bit, and it was making me sick to my stomach.
Sherry's husband John is on her channel right now. He says, "This is John, Sherry's husband. I'm really impressed."
Hear that, honey?
Yeah, I heard. Well, I'm going to turn off this live feed so I can join you again on the YouTube. Okay.
Okay, baby.
Just a quick show intel to you ladies and gentlemen, for those that knows that I'm a fisherman.
See, now you guys got to see a little bit of his life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's hard for him to do it when they're at sea.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm going to buy him a GoPro camera so when they're pulling the gear, dropping the gear and pulling the gear back out of the water, he'll be able to film it. He can like wear the GoPro on him. He won't,
Yeah.
We want to make a video like that. We just have to be careful, I think, on certain aspects. I'm not sure what, but
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want to show anything proprietary for the company he works for, because that, that's their property.
Well, yeah, we don't want to get in. He definitely don't want to get in trouble. I don't want him to get into trouble. No, thank you. They're pretty laid back about it, but I'm pretty sure the factory is the biggest thing.
Probably. Probably so. Everybody's saying thanks for sharing. Let's see.
Hi, John.
See.
Sherry's husband was watching.
Chris from Katie Crafts is here. She came in while Nico was doing that. And she said nothing about a ship is cheap. Right? I agree.
Definitely not. I am having fun with this block, let me tell you. Not. Oh my gosh. I sewed the wrong seam line, I think. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to sew this first one and see if it's correct or incorrect, and we'll know what to do. We'll improvise if it's not.
Right. Oh, good. Bye, Mona. She says bye, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you.
You too, Mona. Have a great night. Thank you for dropping in.
Hi, Sherry. She says that John waved back. Is now Sherry. That's awesome.
So now you kind of see how things work a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've we had some of that down in Mobile and Daphne and a lot of the coastal towns in Alabama.
Did you see factory trawlers like that?
They had some. Yeah, there's actually there is a
I didn't know that the United States had factory trawlers.
Well, I didn't get on any of the trawlers that they had, but they definitely had them. I got to go into some of the factories. So there's a Vietnamese community in southern Alabama. And if I wasn't trying to think of the name of it, I could think of it, but I'm trying to think, so I'm not going to be able to remember it. But I went with a social sciences class. The teacher had connections within the community. I don't remember how, like maybe he married into the community, like his wife is from the community. I don't remember, but they're all Vietnamese. The entire community is just 100% Vietnamese. Like there's nothing American about that area. It is all, this Vietnamese community. And as part of this social thing, oh, hey, Jennifer and Donnie, welcome in.
Jennifer.
But
hi, Katie.
As part of that community, when you went down there and did the tour with this teacher, you got to get up close and personal with the people that live there, and they would open up their Vietnamese community to all of us very not Vietnamese people. So we got to have dinner with them, visit places that most people don't get to visit. I don't know if I still have it. That's a thought. I actually have if I still have it, I have a dress that I bought when I was down there, and it was made by the Vietnamese community, and it's red and gold. And it's very traditional Vietnamese attire. Like the top fastens in the back. Like I'd have to have somebody help me put it on. And the skirt is very, straight skirt. And it was the largest size that they had, and it never really fit me then. And I don't know that it would fit me now with my hips. I may have gotten rid of it finally, but I'm not sure.
I never liked straight line skirts ever.
Well, I mean, I was buying it more as a memento of, the trip, but just the whole community down there. So we got to tour shrimp processing facilities. So the factories, we got to tour that. Yes, Giovanna, she says red and gold, beautiful. So I have trouble wearing red. I am wearing red today, but I have trouble wearing red. I know, right? Nobody's commented yet. Yeah. So I'm wearing red, but it is a very specific shade of red that I can wear. It's like a maroon, like burgundy kind of tones to it. Anything with orange is off the table. Like I can't wear it. It looks horrendous on me. It washes me out. Like all of that. My pale skin does not tolerate the orangey reds. Oh, you're fine, Nikolai. He says some disruption of live for seeing. Yeah, it is, but that's okay.
They
That's
ask
okay.
questions a lot about your ship, and some I don't have answers for. And someone did ask the other day if I had any videos from the ship, and I'm like, not from this ship, but from another one. And I didn't have time to go look for the link. I was supposed to share the. I need to take care of that too. Come to think of it, because someone asked if we had any videos of the factory stuff, but not the factory, the how the gear works.
Yes.
But they were
Chris got it. Beulah Battery, Alabama. Thank you. I'm glad you knew that. Yes, that is exactly where I'm thinking of. Beulah Battery. It is a Vietnamese community. So during the Vietnamese War, we took in refugees, and that was one of the communities that was founded specifically for the refugees being immigrated to the United States to keep them safe.
imagine what they would be going through right now if that was now.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I know that that's when the community was established. Before then, there was no Vietnamese presence in South Alabama.
I didn't know what else on there. I wonder if my mom was aware of them.
Oh, maybe she might have been. I don't know.
I don't know about it. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, Beulah Battery is a far cry from Jasper, like location wise, because Beulah Battery is quite literally on the swampland water part of the coastline. So it's not. Oh, Chris has been there. That's why Chris knows. Yeah, it is. It is a beautiful place. Very, very humid.
Giovanna said it was fantastic to see the ship, Nico.
It was. And she also was telling me that I look good in red. Thank you. Thank you for that. I have to pick my reds very carefully. I don't tend to wear orange or yellow ever because I look horrendous and washed out in them. I don't wear like lime green either. Like those kinds of colors just do not go well with my skin tone. My husband wears lime green all the time. He wears orange all the time. I can't wear them.
Okay. We need this. And we'll need this one up there like that. And I have to rip it weird, but it does.
I have to rip a stitch. I sewed too close to the edge. Got to rip one stitch so I can fold this like I want to at the corner. Oh, you are okay. Now you know you're just trying to get on my good side, Giovanna. She's like, Tammy, you always look good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi, Delia.
Delia. Good to see you.
Very good to see you. Been a long time since I've seen you in the chat. Same time that I've been anywhere. So good to see you.
Wait, there's something supposed to be in between this. Okay, so we need the E.
It's got a lot of parts to it, doesn't it, Katie?
Huh?
It's got a lot of parts to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I am. It's going to take me a minute to get this done.
That's fine.
Unfortunately.
That's fine. Hey, I'm not even done attaching this binding to the front of one quilt yet. So
I knew it was going to be a bit challenging because there's lots of moving parts on this thing, and definitely is challenging me.
Hey,
but that's okay. I like the challenge.
I've got a side. Yeah, I've got a side and a half. That's where I'm at right now. It's a long side and a half, but a side and a half.
So we need.
I hope this is enough. I guess we'll find out.
So I need one of those, which is going to go here.
Did the math on this binding?
No, this is wrong.
Oh, no.
I'm using the wrong block, I think. No.
Did you sew it backwards?
Oh my God. I put the orange down here instead of, no, the
Um,
right place. No, this is right. I was about to panic.
okay.
But, oh, it's supposed to look like this. I'm about to panic here thinking I put something in the wrong place. But this is the way it's supposed to be. I guess
I
it's
cannot
down low like that, I guess.
I cannot tell you how many times I do that. Every quilt, there's always something.
Overthinking right here. So just go with the flow. And now we need a white 2.5 because we've got to do a stitch and flip on that one, which is going to be this here maroon. And I'm like, I need to find me a white pencil because I need to draw a line. And I just
we did have somebody new pop in the chat. I don't think we said hi to Pat. I don't see their name now.
Was it Pat Boo by any chance?
No.
Let me back scroll.
Yeah, scrolling back a little bit. Pat D. They were the ones figuring out the calculations.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Pat. Welcome in. Glad you're
Pat.
here.
We missed you. Sorry. Giovanna's playing musical notes.
It's better than musical chairs.
Look at you, two coordinated colors, says Helen. Yeah, we didn't plan this, you guys.
We didn't.
This is the second time this has happened. Where when I was with Andy, I think it was Andy. I believe it was when we had crochet night, and all of us was wearing the same color shirt, but they were different hues of the same color.
Oh, okay.
And we were like looking at each other like, wow, we all wore the same color, and we didn't even discuss doing anything like that.
Oh. We just knew it needed to be the right color for today. That's all it was.
Nikolai says, hee, please don't, honey. There's one particular song when he mentions it, I can't keep it out of my head. Hi, John.
Hey. Hi. So good to see you.
Good to see John in here today.
Yeah.
Hey, John, later when you have a chance, you'll have to watch the replay a little bit. Nikolai showed everybody the ship today, or parts of it anyway. Not the entire. It was
really good.
Yeah. So you might find it interesting.
See, I just call him Ollie. I know his name is John, but I just call him Ollie.
I like calling people by their name because I don't want to be called Greenland. I like being It's just me. I'm weird I'm weird that way. If I can learn your first name, I'm more apt to remember what channel you belong to.
Well, Ollie took forever to tell us what his name was.
Well, so I already learned Ollie. He told me.
You just got lucky. You just got lucky. He likes you better. That's all it is.
I don't know about that. Okay.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I had one time I asked, I don't remember who it was. One time I asked what their first name was, and it was like, nope, not telling you. And they didn't either. They didn't tell me. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I don't know what it still is, but all right.
Why didn't Nico take apart the ship? He didn't. Well, some people took some parts apart. Maybe they're fixing something. That's what I've got out of it.
Yeah, they're working on the engine, but they also had to replace the center steel cable, and because it broke. And then some stuff happened to the trawl doors, which added to their headache. So they ended up going in. Well, they unloaded. They had shrimp. They could have, they went ahead and unloaded that. So he'll have a little tiny mini check.
Yeah. Laura says that Tammy seems to be keeping us on track. I know, right?
Yep, we're moseying along here, and I'm about to sew one quadrant so that we can kind of get an idea how this is going to look, as long as I didn't foobar something. Yeah. Well, all right, let's try. I need to switch feet, and we're going to sew this. No, you can't. Oh my God, I'm so dependent on the camera, but well, crud.
Well, see if it's working now. See if it's cooled off enough. It's been off for a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it working. This is
Yeah.
annoying. Shut. This first time is no, actually, it's not the first time, but usually it doesn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's because the house is too warm. It is very warm in this house. I'm tempted to go open the front door and let all that hot air out of here.
I hear you on that. If it was too cold, if it was too hot in here, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, that's why y'all never see me wearing sleeve shirts because I get hot too easy.
Well, I do, but right now it's still cold enough here.
What? John says a 72-foot trawler went down today. Where? That's sad. Did they loot? Did people Cape Cod? I hope no one got, you know. Watch y'all's ears.
Yeah, you gotta mute it. There you go.
You gotta be fast, and sometimes I'm not fast enough.
Yeah. Oh, see you later, Sherry.
Bye, Sherry. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, let's see what happens with this. Part of the thing I think the problem is this bracket sits up underneath where the battery's at, and maybe that creates a little bit of problems with air not being able to. I wonder if I can lift it up a little bit, like so, while it's sitting in the bracket, and see if that maybe air can pass up underneath it a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely want to have a little bit of room for airflow.
Let's see if that helps a little bit. Oh, let's the phone.
Giovanna says this year. Giovanna said this year she feels a bit cold as it's very humid where she is. Yeah.
Humidity does that. That's why Florida always felt colder than it does here in January and February. People are like, it must be a lot colder there than Florida. I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, I lived in North Florida and January and February was painful. And to me, when there's right now, I don't know if you saw, I went live for a short few minutes this morning to show you guys the gusty wind and how the snow is melted and the lake is looking not so good right now.
Yeah.
And that's why the fire department still is saying stay off the ice, because you could see dark spots on the lake. And those dark spots mean that ice is too thin to be screwing around and playing.
There's actually people have tents out on our river right now to ice fish and such. I took Pal to the dog park the other day, and there's a section where the dogs can get in the water because it's like routed off the river, and so it's not fast flowing or anything. It's just almost standing water, but it's not completely. And I looked down there and it's just a solid chunk of ice. But I don't know, we're at 44 degrees right now. I don't know if any of it's thawing yet. But some of our water is coming down off of our mountain. So that water is going to be even colder because it's at least 10 degrees colder up there. But I don't know.
So since we're talking about the weather, we are at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. What's everybody's temperatures right now?
Good question. Yeah, let's see if my thing says, good. It's back on it says that it's 44 degrees on my patio right now.
So you're 3 degrees warmer than me.
Yeah, just by 3. But you're also later at night. Our temperature is going to drop later tonight.
The interesting thing about Greenland is kind of crazy. If it's going to be 30, let's say it's going to be 1 degree in the morning, it'll be 1 degree the next morning. It doesn't change.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's been 41 degrees for several days now.
Let's see. What time is it your local time for you?
It is 9:41 my time. So we've been live 8:39. We've been live 2 hours now.
The prediction is that it's going to be about 36 degrees that time of night tomorrow.
For you?
Yeah. Yeah. So if it were that time of night here, it'll be 36 here. So it's a little bit colder still.
Yeah, because in Florida, at nighttime the temperature goes down.
Yeah,
John
but
said-
not that much.
Ooh, John is cold. He says it's minus 25 degrees Celsius with a wind chill and getting much colder.
Ouch.
Donna's 16 degrees in Maryland. Bonnie is 10 degrees. John says, I walk outside and I am a solid block of ice.
Yeah.
And I'm up there. Laura said that her husband turns on the heater for her because she gets cold easy, even though they live in Arizona. And I've heard Rita say the same thing, that she gets cold. And who else lives in Arizona that talks about being cold?
Someone
else.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. Branka
Brovka.
Is 11 in New Jersey, -2 in Nebraska. That's Fahrenheit. Giovanna says, Giovanna says it's 39 and humid. I think that's 39 degrees Celsius. And it's just after midnight. Well, it's almost 1 a.m. her time.
Kathy Klein in Decatur, Illinois is 15 degrees Fahrenheit and it feels like 3 degrees.
Right, right.
See, you guys are colder than me.
And it's 15 degrees
Tiffany.
in Pekin,
Right,
Illinois.
Bonnie. Yeah, you're right, Bonnie. It's Tiffany. I couldn't think of who it was.
Yeah. Oh, Tiffany being in Arizona. Yeah. Yeah. She's in Lake Havasu.
Branka, and she has 11 degrees in New Jersey.
Debbie, right? Dubrovka? I didn't see her name in the chat.
No, Dubrovka's not here. It was Branka.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Branka. Okay. Gotcha. No. I just, want to make sure I said hi because she's a regular over on my channel. So
I just hadn't seen Branka in a while. And Janice says it's 15 degrees Fahrenheit in Pekin. Is it Pekin or Pekin, Illinois?
Pekin. Giovanna corrected me. It's 39.
Yeah, I didn't know if that E was a long sound or not.
Yeah. And Giovanna corrected me. It's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. She's corrected it for us. Like she wasn't giving us Celsius. She's giving us Fahrenheit.
Yeah, because everybody's like, well, what's that in Fahrenheit? And so we have to look it up.
Yeah, sorry. Us Americans do not automatically process Celsius to Fahrenheit conversions.
But you have a computer just like the rest of us. I'm like, why don't you go look?
I do not. I just accept that you're giving me whatever temperature it is. I'm not processing the difference.
Yeah, well, on my laptop, I have it set to Fahrenheit. That way we don't have to, I don't have to go to people ask.
Yeah, that's fair.
But let's look at this. This is what the bot does, which is interesting. It not only gives you Fahrenheit, it gives you Celsius.
Nice.
And that's what I like about the bot. What I don't like about the bot is it doesn't tell you the high and the low on it. So you can see what people's high and lows are for that day.
Oh, gotcha.
It just gives you the current temperature.
I haven't tried that with Nightbot yet, but I'm not.
If you need the setting, or the command, I can give it to you.
Yeah,
Someone
maybe.
Command.
I'm not too worried about it.
Because I love that, because people can type it in and see what
the computer says their temperature is. Yeah.
And I tend to think that the bot might be more accurate. Well, my computer's accurate too, because when I go outside my front door, they're usually about the same. But a lot of times, like with the bot, it'll be giving me what the temperature is at the heliport.
Oh, okay.
Where their weather thing is at.
Yeah.
And so it'll be colder out there on the fjord than it is down here at the lake.
Yeah. Giovanna says 0 degrees is the freezing point of water. I know. And 32 Fahrenheit is. So yeah, I mean, I know that, but I don't practice
we don't spend enough time in education learning it.
I mean, well, it's
touch it.
Yeah. I mean, we're taught, so 100 degrees Celsius is boiling point, but for Fahrenheit, it's 212 if you are at sea level. If you are above sea level, it is not 212.
Yep.
So ask me how I know that one.
Yeah, I don't even remember that being discussed in school, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I mean, well, when you live, especially in the Southeast, they're not worried about teaching you that because they figure you'll learn it if you ever get into the environment where you need to know it. Which, That, or they expect you to go into the science, a scientific degree or something to learn it. And the American education system is very dramatically different than European or any other international.
Oh, I know why this didn't look right. Well, duh. I still have another piece that's got to go up here. Oh, this is driving me a little crazy, but it's okay. Let's see.
It is
That's
okay.
close.
It is okay.
Oh,
I am almost done with this one, and so I can pull out a different one to start on.
yeah, and I'm very slow with getting this done, which is kind of not good.
Yep. Giovanna says the higher you go, the less pressure of air. It is true. Very true. My brother-in-law flew in to come visit us, and he didn't get altitude sickness, but I had to remind my husband, don't push him to go do all the things that we can do because we're adjusted to it. If he had driven up here, I think he'd have been fine. But flying in, I wasn't going to have him push his brother to do, heavy exertion things until he got a little bit more accustomed to the higher altitude, because we're about 5,000 feet here. So,
When we went, that's interesting you say that, because I guess maybe I live at an elevation without even realizing it. Because when we went to Yosemite, that there's an elevation going up into that
Sure.
area. And I didn't
Yeah.
even have any trouble with it, which is weird.
Let's see.
So beautiful. Oh my God. Totally enjoy. I've been twice to Yosemite. And I could get in that place.
The city that you live in, because I put it into the map thing, it says you're only at 52 feet 6 inches above sea level. So no, that is not an elevation.
Oh, but does it account for the mountains? Because the lake is surrounded on 3 sides by mountains, and then there's mountains all back behind us. I don't live on the mountain. I live down at the lake.
Yeah, it says that the elevation of the city is put at 52
the main
feet.
part of it. But
yeah,
if you put Princess Mountain, it might tell you a higher elevation there.
Okay. Let's see.
But there is a difference. But I didn't notice any problems when we were going up Yosemite.
Okay, so Princess Mountain, if you go all the way up it, the very highest point is 9,570 feet.
Yeah.
So that would be a higher elevation. So if you were up there, you'd be cooking.
Yeah, so there's a lot of houses that go up that whole thing. That's why I don't like walking up it.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a ride up it and then walk back down it.
As a comparison, Casper Mountain is at 8,500 feet.
Nice.
So it's not completely as high as Princess Mountain, but the city here is at 5,000 feet or over 5,000 feet.
I wish I could tell you the name of the mountain that's on this side of the lake, because it's the tallest one here in our town. And
okay.
And I haven't been on that one because Nikolai's got to see if there's a way to get me up there without me killing myself, because it's a very challenging climb, and we have to start at a certain point. Oh, now this is looking like it's supposed to. There we go. Yay. This piece together, and then maybe we're going to get somewhere here. Taking me long enough.
Giovanna says men tend to have problems with breathing at high levels. They do. It's just the way that their bodies process the changes in altitude is slightly different than women.
That's interesting.
Everybody can have altitude sickness, but
1,600 meters. Wow. That's what I call way up in the air.
Let's see. Well, that mountain was like 2,200 meters. So your mountain is still higher up than Nairobi, but that's still pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, when you go from high level to sea level, your blood pressure drops. It does. And that's where I've known more men with blood pressure issues than women. Not necessarily everybody, but you know, I personally have known more men with blood pressure issues than women. So that could be part of it. All right, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I was gonna just do straight seams because I've done straight seams on all the other of this, but I'm gonna do a bias seam.
Grew up in Nairobi.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
I think that's pretty darn cool.
It is. I grew up in Alabama. Not much to say there.
Well, Alabama's pretty in its own way.
It does have some pretty parts to it. I
I
love when they, we've got Alabama has like Red Mountain. It's like supposedly super awesome. Me personally, it's never seemed like a mountain to me. It's not really that tall. Not really that tall. The Appalachians are not as tall as the Rockies.
Yeah.
Nikolai is saying, don't forget the Prince Christian son.
Yeah, we were
believe-
talking about Chris. Oh, yeah, Prince Christian Sound, y'all. Oh my God. Hey, honey, can you look and see what the tallest mountain is in Prince Christian Sound? When you go through there, I took 700 and some odd pictures when we went through Prince Christian Sound. And when you're looking at both sides of the fjord, it literally looks like someone ripped the mountain apart like that. Because what you see on the left side is similar to what you see on the right side. It's crazy.
Ah,
And the mountains are so tall, and it's just the whole area is truly amazing. It's something you
sounds
never
like
forget
it.
when you see it.
Sounds like it.
I want to do another trip through there. I hope I can do another one in the future. Giovanna said, I had it when I came to Italy. My pressure dropped so low that the doctors were worried, and I was 24 then. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that for changing elevations, I would much rather drive because of that. I don't want to fly if I want to be able to do things once I get someplace because my body's not going to adjust quickly. I already know it won't.
Have you heard anything back on the thing that you had to go do a
Nope.
while ago?
Nope, nothing yet.
I was curious.
It's been what, a week? No, 2 weeks.
I think
2
it's been
weeks.
two, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, but it could take 2 months. It could take longer than that.
Really takes too
Which is
long.
ridiculous. They shouldn't make me wait that long, but
Take that
it's the
long.
government. It's the government.
Wheels
Gotta
not
love government.
go fast, that's for sure.
No, I mean it's like the military. It's hurry up and wait. You hurry up to get somewhere, and then you sit around and you wait. Like when we go to doctor's appointments for Tom because he goes through the VA, you have to hurry up and be there at a certain time, but then you have to wait on the doctor, or you have to wait on the nurse, or you have to wait, on one thing or another because they run on their own time schedule. So your appointment is not scheduled for when you actually need to be there. Your appointment is scheduled for when they want to be able to count you there. Absolutely, Giovanna. She says she's off to sleep. It is 1 a.m. Yes, please get some
He's
sleep.
correct, Giovanna.
Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Ouch, this thing's hot.
She's the one that gave me that title of queen, quilting queen.
Oh yeah,
Yep, she was.
cool.
She gave me that title. Of course, my crown still has not shown up yet. So I sent it out last year. and then had to send it out a second time because it came back to me already. And then it hasn't come back yet. So I don't know where it is.
All right.
It'll eventually show up. Nikolai says it's between 1,200 to 1,700 meters tall. That's all he'd said.
Yeah, there's some big ones in there. There's also some big ones over near Unadok, which is where the hot springs is at. There's
Okay.
some big ones there too.
We have some hot springs here in Wyoming. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I want to go schedule some time to go out there and
Been to
actually go get
Unadok,
in.
I guess 2 or 3 times now.
For me to go to the hot springs, there's apparently 2 different ones here in the state, but I only knew about one initially. But it'd be a day trip. Like I could go and then come back home same day. I just have never, I've never gone to go out there just because it's more than like an hour drive.
Yeah,
And you can only get in for so long.
You say an hour drive. Essa, how long does it take by boat to get to Unadok? I think it's more like 3 hours or something like that. I think. Or 2. 2 hours.
Well, no. Well, the hot springs is more than an hour.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me Google Maps it. Because I know where it's at. I mean, I've been to it. I just haven't gotten in. I didn't have my swimsuit with me the last time I went. And I wasn't gonna get into my clothes. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes to get there one way.
Ooh, that's a long drive too then.
Yeah, just for a 15-minute dip in the hot springs. Yeah. I mean, like if I had other things to do out there, it'd be different, but
you can't stay in it longer than that.
They make you get out because it's a health thing. Like they only let you in for 15 minutes at a time.
Wow.
Then you have to get out, and then you can get back in after that, but you can only spend 15 minutes at a time. All right, so this is the one
we have.
Yeah, so this is the one that I was putting the binding on. Now it's not finished. I've got to turn it around to the back and stitch it down again. But
oh, that looks great. Look at those. Wow. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Let's go this way. So each of the sides is a different color. So the purple.
1,200. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're.
He says
That's
1,200 to 17 meters tall. Yeah, 1,700.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tammy.
Yeah. So this is here's the angle. I'll end up doing a better picture of it once it's once the binding is completely done. The binding is indeed red, so you're gonna have pink and red right next to each other on that side.
How wide is that border? How wide is your border?
I think about 6 inches. Let me see. Yeah, about 6. That's a fairly wide border, but I mitered the borders. And then the backing for it is Cruella de Vil. So here's Cruella all over the place. And so that's what the binding is. The binding is the Cruella de Vil fabric. So I will fold that around and then stitch it down later. I'm going to get binding in another quilt. Got 30 minutes. I can get probably the small one, maybe.
Yeah, you might be able to. Nikolai says, it looks great, Tammy.
Thank you, Nikolai. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Lots and lots. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, this is the one I'm about to put on. I'll go and show this before I sit down with it. There is a top to this one, so I need to find the top before I pick it up, because it doesn't make, well, it'll make sense either way, but it matters to me which side is the top. Okay, found the top. I guess I need to mark the top. Once I put a label on there.
They're all nice, pretty.
Thank you.
Nikolai wants to know if you're on a PC, Tammy.
Yes, yes, I'm on the computer. The computer that you're seeing up there in the background, that is the computer running my stuff. So this is Charmed to Meet You. It is a free pattern on my channel, but I'm getting paid to go teach it later this year. So yeah, that's the one I'm about to do now. And it has a blue floral granny style print, like one of those older prints. That's what I'm putting on this one. I'm excited about teaching this again. I've taught it once on my channel, but I'm teaching it in person now. And that's a new adventure for me. So I'm going to be teaching that one, and I'm teaching this one in person this year.
I think
Thank
that's
you,
awesome.
Janet. Thank you so much.
I think that's totally awesome.
So quilt top bed maker, try his first quilt. Funny. The corners were round like the bed tops. Oh, and the binding was 1 inch, but put on with the bed top or stitcher. Yeah. Okay, so cheater trick that I do, and I don't do it on smaller quilts unless I am unless I'm going to do all 4 corners. But on quilts like this, or like bed size quilts, if I want to cut a corner and not have to do as many sharp 90-degree corners on a bed size quilt, I will round the bottom 2 corners. I don't round the top 2, but I round the bottom 2. So instead of doing 4 corners, you do 2, but you have to do bias binding. I didn't do
Honey,
I didn't
share the link. Go ahead, Tammy. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Carrie says she loves the backing. So the backing, cheater's trick. One of the quilt groups or quilt shows or whatever in the state is the Gillette Quilt Show. And it's up in Northeast Wyoming. And I go every year. It's right about the time of my birthday. I love that. I love going to a quilt show for my birthday. I couldn't have planned that better if I'd wanted to. So that quilt show is around the time of my birthday. And so I go up there, and while I'm there, they have a boutique. But the way that they do their boutique is different from what I've seen at all the other quilt show boutiques. They actually have yardage, they have scrap bags, they have patterns, they have you name it. If it's something that you didn't want to finish, you like got part of the way through it and you just decided this was too much, you could donate it to them and they will sell it. And that's how they fund next year's quilt show. So I wait until Sunday to go. I always wait until Sunday, or I will be from here on out. I wait until Sunday to go. And because I'm picking up my quilt anyway while I'm there. And what I do is I wait until they like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when they drop the prices on everything. And so all the fabric becomes like $10 a bag, or then it becomes $5 a bag because they're just trying to get rid of the last of it. They had 3, I'm trying to think, 2 or 3. I don't remember if it was 2 or if it was 3, but they had bolts of fabric. And I looked at a lady that works there and I was like, do I have to take this off the bolt to put it in my bag so it fits in the bag? And she's like, no. And she showed me how she was putting fabric in the bolt fabric in a bag for me. And so I ended up buying, I think, 2 bags. So I spent $20 and I got 2 or 3 bolts of fabric plus all the other stuff I got in the other bag, all the scraps and such that I got in the other bag. And the nice thing about it is this is one of those fabrics. I mean, it was a bolt of fabric. You know, somebody's had it since the 90s, but it's still good fabric. And it's a little bit thinner than some of the other fabrics that I have, but you know, it's still functional and works fantastic. So I'm not going to snub my nose at a bolt of fabric. And so I have backing and binding for this quilt, and I've got enough to have backing and binding for at least 1 more quilt, if not 2. depending on the size of the quilt. Kind of cool. So, oh, putting the Prince Christian Sound links in there. There we go. Oh, the quilting was always also very bed topish. It is on both of these. That one I did popcorn. The name of the pattern is called popcorn. And the name of this one is called hearts. Because it's a heart shape going one direction and then a heart shape going the opposite direction. And then the other quilt that I have is a loop-to-loop. It's very simple. It's what I can physically fit on that machine. I use vintage fabric as well. Good quality fabric lasts a long time. It does. This is one of those Cranston Printworks fabrics. It's going to hold up. Cranston Printworks, I've got a ton of that somewhere. I've got tons of Cranston Printworks fabrics. They tend to be that, you know, florally print, that calico print, but they're still good quality fabrics. I think QT Fabrics took over Cranston Printworks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure, but I think they did.
You know how I told you I would probably turn an angle the wrong direction? I did.
Hey,
Got the ripper out doing its thing.
it happens to all of us.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have the same problem.
Ollie
every
was
time.
saying that he was talking about the bed maker's quilt, not yours. That's okay. This actually still kind of looks like bed top, you know, bedspread stuff. Now the fabric does look like bedspread stuff too. I have another one that I've had for a while, and it's back here and it's black as the background fabric instead of like the blue that I've got on this one. And there is a very distinctive quilt I'm going to make with it because I want to do a play on the fact that it looks like your grandmother's bedspread. So it's going to be a very unique quilt once I actually get around to making it. It might end up being 2027 at this rate, but you know, I'm trying. Getting these 3 quilts off the frame should have brought me down from 30 quilt tops to do. And then I picked up 3 more quilts of valor.
John said he was talking about the bed maker's quilt, not yours. He was challenged to do it, he said.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Carissa said she used vintage fabric as well, Tammy. Good quality fabric lasts a long time.
Yes, it does.
If any, yeah, I just posted a link for Prince Christian Sound. If any of you are interested, you should go have a look at it when you have a chance, because you'll see what we're talking about. It's the most beautiful place. Oh my God. And when you experience it in person, you never forget it.
Yeah, a few places like that.
It's pretty cool. All right, let's make sure I can get this turned in the right. Oh, okay. I'm about to wait. I'm all right. For a minute, I thought I put that stitch and flipped the wrong way too. Nope, I didn't.
Oh,
thank God.
I hear you. I hear you.
I was about to say, wait a minute, I gotta do that too.
Well, that project that I'm doing, where I'm using scraps when Sean comes over and hangs out. It's called Skylights, and it's paper piece. Well, most of it's paper piece. You do some piecing and then you do paper piecing, and like it's a mixture. And it was an electric quilt mystery quilt, their first one ever. It was back from the 90s, and somebody that actually picked up the pattern at the quilt show that I picked up this fabric at that we were just talking about, this vintage fabric. But there's the section that I'm working on, or that I worked on last. I'm gonna have to do more of it, and it's easy to get things turned around just a little bit when you're doing stuff like that. I need to add that to my list of things I need to get accomplished probably this weekend. Just getting caught up on that. Because I was gonna do all 8 of them, and I only did 2. So I've got 6 more to go.
I'm a little jealous of the video. Somebody had a drone to do the videoing with, and I want a drone so bad.
Yeah. I
So that I can do drone footage of
I
places.
have no yeah, I have no skills with drones. I barely could do remote control cars, and I have enough trouble with my electric wheelchair now. Me driving a drone is probably me crashing it. Oh. My husband drove a tank for years in the military, and I thought I was going to get him one because he was giving me a hard time because I occasionally run into things with my chair. And it's because I don't use it every day. Like I don't need to use it every day, but I, need to be comfortable with using it. But I use it, as often as I can, or as often as I need to, rather, let's put it that way. And so I thought I was going to get one over on him, and told him, well, okay, well, you sit in my chair, you drive it around. And he sat in my chair, and he was doing almost perfectly. He still kind of ran into something, but he was doing far better than I was. I was like, that's not fair. It's like, you're not supposed to be able to direct my wheelchair better than I can. And apparently directing a tank for him was very much like, using that wheelchair was. But I could not do drones. I could not drive them without crashing them.
I know that it has a learning curve.
Yeah.
And when I get one, I'll have to practice on like small areas so that I don't crash it and break it,
Yeah. Ingrid she's tagged, welcome to be a 2nd level Greenland Quilter member.
Thank you, Ingrid.
Hi, Ingrid, good to see you in the chat.
Ingrid, just so you know, and I can give you the date for the next one because I'm sure you missed the one we had on Tuesday. This past Tuesday, we had a members live. Let me give you the date for the next one for February. Because we have a project we're going to be doing. The next one for the members for February is going to be February the 24th, and it'll start at 9:30 East. Well, no, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. John says, I love an RC jet, but with flight visibility remote headsets. I don't even know what that means, but or what you're talking about. I bet it is cool. He says
I know what he's talking about. Yeah. It's so a remote controlled jet, and basically you'd have a headset that you would wear, and you can see what the jet would be seeing. So it's like you're actually in the jet, but your feet are firmly planted on the ground. That's what he's talking about. They do exist. They do exist. I've got a friend who was looking into that too.
That probably would be something interesting. Well, we're about to have at least one quadrant done here in a minute. It took all day to do it. But now that I know what I'm doing, we can get this bottom left done because I think the bottom right and the bottom left top will be simple enough. I'm not dealing with that paper piece part of it. So it should go
Yeah.
together.
Oh, you know, I said that this quilt has a very definite top to it. I don't think I pointed out why. There's a block in here that I fussy cut, and it has a deer head. So there's a deer head on this quilt. So the deer head has to be facing up.
Oh.
So it might not matter to everyone else, but every time I see the deer head, if it's upside down or sideways, it bothers me.
Thank you, everyone. She's reminding everybody, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Thank you, Andy.
And speaking of Andy's channel, let me share her link. I don't know if she did earlier or not.
Yeah. All right.
Nikolai said something, didn't he? Or did he?
No. Nothing new.
Yeah, not since he talked about. Yeah, when I went through First Christian Sound, or we went through there, it was hilarious because I'm at the very front of the bow of the ship. And I stood up there the whole time we're going through there until it was dark. And he comes out there and says, "You need to come in." And I'm like, "I don't wanna." No,
These kids just got home.
Have you ever seen King Kong 1989?
I don't watch the King Kong movies. Maybe somebody in the chat does.
There's a scene of when they're first going into the island. You know, they're in their boat and they're cruising in, and there's these mountains, and there's rings of fog going around some of the very taller part of the peaks where you only see part of the mountain. And when we were going into Christian Sound, that's what we were seeing. So, and it reminded me of the movie because I'm like, wow, this looks a lot like the movie. It was so cool.
Ollie was asking if the deer head is on the 90-degree corner. It isn't. And no, I'm not putting cheat corners on this one because I'm not using bias. We need to use bias for that. But this is the deer head. And there's an actual 2 more blocks top above this. So he's kind of like, he's not halfway down, but he's like, not even a quarter of the way down, but he is kind of towards this corner. Hey, Denise, welcome in. Ollie says or John says that King Kong movie was good.
Yes, it was.
He said, great visual movie. I'm not much into the King Kong
those big
stuff.
old bugs. Oh my God. I would be flipping out if I saw bugs that big. Whoever came up with the visuals for those did a good job.
I finally got chilled off enough that I'm having to turn my fan off.
Yeah, I've got the front door standing open right now, letting all the heat out of the house because it's too hot in here. It might help that camera a bit.
That's true. I had to, if I get too hot in here, I can go open the patio door. During the summer, that doesn't help me much.
No, I can imagine.
During the winter, it helps. I mean, sometimes, okay, so our patio doesn't get sun until afternoon. So, like in the morning hours, I can cool the apartment off in the summer by opening the patio door. As long as it's, still cooler outside. But once that afternoon sun starts, it starts warming up this room really bad. But this wasn't my original sewing space either. My original sewing space was a room, an actual bedroom. But long arm does not fit in that room. So instead of putting me in like 3 different rooms, it was just made more sense to move me out to the living room and me take up the bigger space. So now this isn't really a living room. It kind of is. I live here. I spent a lot of time in this room.
And maybe we'll get back in my craft room this year. I hope so, because I'm sure
I hope so.
I'm gonna have to think about doing it. Hi, Cindy. She says, any suggesting for lighting in a darker space? I have lighting problems too. Right now, I have 7 lights on.
So in my space, all that I have on right now is my overhead light. I have one light fixture in this room. It is up that way. It is up that way. It is not directly above me. I put those LED bulbs that you can change the brightness and temperature on, and I set them to daylight. So even when it is pitch black outside or super dark in the rest of the apartment, if I've got these lights on, then I have, it is daylight in here. Now it's got 3 bulbs in it. I do have other lights. So that light, because of its location, it doesn't light my cutting table very well sometimes. So I have this is an LED light. It's a table light. It's got two different prongs that I can move whatever I need to. And I also have it set to daylight. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
I didn't realize today was your birthday.
Yeah,
Today is my 2nd anniversary on YouTube. So I started my channel on your birthday. That is awesome. That is really awesome. I did my first YouTube live on your birthday 2 years ago. But that's what I have going in here. Before I moved out to this space, I also had the LED bulbs, and I can set them to daylight. Cindy says, great idea, LED daylight bulbs. I don't have any ceiling lights, but maybe a table light. Yeah. Put a table light, or put a LED. You can do LED, you can do the daylight bulbs if you can find the traditional ones. But you can also do the programmable ones. So I have an app and I can program the lights to whatever I want to. I can also tell my Amazon device, because I've got it all connected. I can tell my Amazon device to turn them off, to turn them to like a certain percentage. So if they're bothering me, I can adjust them. But that's what I do, is I always have daylight bulbs. I've done that every time I moved. So I'll see, had it in Mississippi, then in Alabama when I moved to that place, and now here. But I've had daylight bulbs every chance I've gotten, because it just gives me that bright light on my fabric. I do have an OT light. Actually, I used to have 2 of them, but I have an OT light. Actually, I do have 2 of them. This one is not, I don't know where I've put it. Oh, I see it. But I've got 2 OT lights. Those have daylight light automatically. The newer ones with the LED daylight, or the LED OTs, though they're expensive, but they work really well. You can set them to yellow or daylight. That's what I do. That's how I light my space. So you've got 8, you said 8 lights, Katie?
Yep, I have 8 lights running right now, and it's still not enough.
Yes.
It's hard getting high wattage bulbs here. So I actually only have 1 light that, 2 that you can put that they actually make high wattage for those 2. Everything else has the smaller, here, I'll show you what I mean. The rest of my lamps, with the exception of the ring light. Hold on, I'm looking for the bulb. You have I only have 2 lamps that I can put this size bulb in, and this one's a 100-watt bulb. But it has this and this is actually one of these. Nope, I don't think there's nothing special about this one.
It doesn't look like it's a programmable.
I have one that is, but I never did figure out how to use it, so I gave up trying.
The nice thing with the LED versions that they're coming out with, Katie. So maybe next time
This
that
is
you.
this is an LED.
Oh, okay.
LED.
So
So
the.
I only have 2 lamps that use this size.
Oh, okay.
Everything else is smaller. And with the smaller ones, you cannot get anything above a 40-watt bulb. That's why I have
Oh,
here.
that
And I
makes
can't
sense.
see with 40 watts. So we have lots of bulbs, which is annoying.
It also probably heats up even more.
Oh, I'm sure it makes it warm in here. There's not a whole lot we can do about it until we figure out. I don't know. While we're in Denmark, maybe I'll be able to find something that works.
Yeah, I was about to say next time you go outside of your normal area, see if
Here in
there's.
Greenland, you're not going to find it, but maybe we'll see something in Denmark at one of the, maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping because we might be able to find LED lights, it's like a rack of lights, because I noticed that in Pacific grocery store, they changed their lights to these flat LED lights, and they have lots of bulbs in it. But the way they hooked them up, I'm like, I don't want that hanging from my ceiling looking like that.
Are you able to shop IKEA?
When we go to Denmark, I can. I can't. IKEA. We've tried.
When you shop IKEA, I have a couple of IKEA lamps that I bought, and those things put out a lot of light. Now they're only like they're desk lamps, what I have. But the little LEDs that they've got, they put out a lot of light, but it wouldn't be in like an overhead light. But instead of having like as many as you've got, you'd be able to like direct the light more, be like, it wouldn't be a spotlight per se, but it'd be a little bit closer to like a spotlight.
The reason we don't have fluorescent lights in here is because I can't be around fluorescent lights.
No, I wouldn't say go with the fluorescents.
I couldn't believe they definitely cause headaches. So that is an out thing, but the LEDs might be okay if we could just find the right kind that actually lights up the room instead of making too many shadows.
Yeah.
Which is what drives me crazy, because I have, and even on the video, when you're looking at the video, it looks dark to me. It doesn't look like it's bright like what, there's too many shadows. And so when I go watch my video on the big screen, it always looks off. All right, let's get this next part laid out, because this is what we got to deal with right here. We're going to deal with the hard part first.
Ali says, watch the build on some IKEA lamps. Some are not so good. Others are very good. Okay, good to know. I have not been able to shop IKEA in a while, because I like to go into IKEA. I don't like to shop online. Yeah, like I'll shop online for like pricing things out, but I want to touch and feel before I buy with IKEA.
Yeah, we're going to be paying an IKEA visit while we're in Denmark. I have every intention of doing that, because I'm on a mission to look for something else that I'm going to buy if I find it. And then we're going to have it shipped home on the container ship.
One thing that a lot of people here in the States do is they use the Billy bookcases for their fabrics. They use the Billy bookcase from IKEA as their fabric storage. And you can add doors to it. So you can add glass doors, like if you need to protect it from light, or you can just do like the closed doors, or you don't have to do any doors at all. There's a lot of customizable options with them. So a lot of people do that instead of actually having a built-in for their craft space. They use the IKEA Billy bookcases. So like I scoped those out for forever. If I didn't have these metal shelves, that would be what I would have. But these metal shelves were less expensive.
I haven't exactly discussed this with Nikolai yet, but I have an idea about the cutting table situation.
Okay.
Especially if we can't get the glass out of that wood, because it's still, that's become a problem, because all the even after we cleaned all most of the glass off there, you could shine a light and still see sparklies all over the place. Even though
Yeah,
with the
which can be
naked eye, you can't
dangerous.
exactly see it. And it's because the top he made me the cutting table, and we used regular old 3/4 inch plywood. And so needless to say, plywood's raw,
Yep.
and that glass is sticking in all the little crevices.
Yeah, the only way you'd get that out is to like shave it down. And
Yeah,
at that
sand it.
point,
I think I
that
have a yeah, we could sand it, but that means taking it outside to do it. I'm not doing it in the house.
no. I don't know if sanding it
Do it in the
would
house.
be
I'm like,
enough.
oh no.
I don't know if sanding it would be enough because then you have the loose glass pieces you might sand into another location. But shaving it would do it. But you know, if it's not that thick of plywood, you're still running the risk of
Well, it's in millimeters, but it looks like 3/4 inch to me. Because we got
I don't know. I don't know how you would shave it off, but that's
well, neither would I, but I'm pretty sure that sanding it till it's smooth, it would get rid of all of it.
that's possible. That's a lot of elbow grease to put into it.
Yeah, you just use an electric sander.
I know, but it's still elbow grease. Just saying.
But you know, I got to do something. But I kind of have an idea, and I won't know until we're in Denmark, where I can look around. I might come up with a plan of attack.
I know you've been missing that craft space.
Missing it, yes. Not wanting to be in there, that's a different story.
Well, you got to rebuild those memories.
But at least I'm getting in and out of there more than I was. And I'm finally, actually, me and Nikolai were talking about it the other day. I pretty much think I got my, except when somebody makes me mad, and I won't say who. But I think I got my anger in check now, so that's good.
Okay. Very, very good.
Long enough. It took me long enough. At least now when I look at our house, I don't feel furious.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes time is exactly what you need.
Well, you know, PTSD is a tricksy kind of thing, you know, and when it gets let loose, you basically lose control of a lot of different things. Your emotions is one of them. I always tend to keep my anger thing tucked way down, and it got let loose. And then it takes forever to get it back in because you're so mad at the whole world at the time. And I mean, I don't show it on my channels. We've talked on and off about it in our Peace of Mind Mending Pieces segment we do once a month. And you know, I'm not the only one that sometimes feels that kind of anger and knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
And it's not an anger like I want to hurt somebody. It's not that type of anger. It's just I'm pissed, you know, all the time. Mad.
Yeah.
Totally mad.
Yeah, you're on edge and you can't let it go. So I understand.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Couldn't let it go. Yep. And I, you know, and I'm so proud of myself because finally I think I got myself in a decent place when it comes to it.
Well, you've been doing a lot better.
Work, but it's
doing
okay.
A lot better. Yeah.
It's okay. Having a hissy fit.
Well, I know how it can be.
You know, I think part of the problem is why I was having so much trouble trying to get it under control is because one of the things I've realized about myself is I don't like when things are taken out of my control, if that makes sense. It's like,
oh, it does.
When you lose that sense of control because someone did it when and what to make it worse is they're an adult and they should have known, they knew better, but they did it anyway.
Oh yeah.
With a little regard to who they might harm in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I was so angry, is because she's an adult. She's lived here her whole life. She knows what the weather's like. And I just couldn't let it go for a while.
Well, I will say this. That's kind of what, so when I put out my podcast, one of the, I don't know if you've listened to it yet.
No, I like
yeah.
visual podcasts.
Yeah, I decided I needed to do a non-visual one because I spend so much time in front of the camera already that it's just I needed a break
And I
from
get
being in front of the camera.
I get that.
So what my podcast talks about, or the first episode talks about, is living a purpose-driven life. So you're intentionally making those choices about what you want to do going forward. And so that's kind of what I talked about. And it kind of, goes back to that same thing. Sometimes quilting is the answer. Spending time quilting is purposefully taking you out of whatever else might be going on in your life and gives you that opportunity to really rest and recover, even though you're still doing something.
Yep.
So
my thing was, I was talking to someone about it. It might have been Myra. One of the things I realized is, I spent an extraordinary, from the time I was 11 and I got introduced to my first plant and took it back home and discovered I could grow something. I had my mom's green thumb and probably her mom before her and before her and before her, But Mama grew food. I was having a good time with ornamentals. And I spent an extraordinary amount of time outside tending my plants, talking to them and digging. And I love the feel of Mother Earth. I never wear gloves because I love the feel of the soil on my hands, the smell of it, the smell of the plant, the whole process. And through my rocky, messed up marriage, I spent an extraordinary amount of time outside. The kids will even tell you this. When I got there for dinner, if they come home and I make sure they got their homework done, and then my butt was back outside again. I mean, I spent hours outside just so I could escape reality, because once I was out there, that was peace to me. It's like the same thing here. I can take a walk. Well, right now I can't, but during the early springtime or late summertime when there's no bugs, I love going to the lake and just sitting out there and just taking it all in. It's so peaceful.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, that's one of the things I love about here that I couldn't do back in Alabama is I would exhaust myself so quickly walking or going anywhere in Alabama. I couldn't go hiking. I couldn't go exploring or anything because my body would just take me out of the equation. Yeah. And so like here during the summertime, I can actually get out. I might still get bit by mosquitoes if I don't spray down, because we still have them, that we just don't have as many. But I can actually get out, actually enjoy nature. I can go sit at a place on the mountain and just go let the breeze come over me, enjoy the sun on my skin, like all of that. And that's something that I could not do back there. So being able to do that has been such a gift. Such a gift. Ollie says that he loves the smell of brushing up against the tomato leaves in the morning. Yes.
I'm definitely doing tomatoes in the house this year.
I can't stand the smell of tomato leaves, but that's just me. I also can't I can't handle the smell of cucumber at all. The plant, I cannot stand the smell of cucumber.
I'm not much of a cucumber eater, but I never really noticed if they had a weird smell.
Yeah, cucumber has it
doesn't bother me.
Yeah, cucumber has a very distinct aroma. I can't handle cucumber or coconut. Both of those smells just are too much for me. And it's one thing that just is on my list of things that I don't get into or enjoy. Now, I still grew cucumbers. Don't get me wrong. I still grew them, but I just don't like the smell at all. And I don't eat cucumbers. I'll eat pickles, but I won't eat cucumbers. It's my body just does not like them. I'm not allergic, but my body just does not like them. I am about to finish up this binding as well.
Yep, and now that I know what I'm doing over here, we might get more of this block done tonight. Maybe. As long
I mean,
as long as I
yeah,
don't turn something in the wrong direction.
I think once I get this joined and then test it and then stitch it down the rest of the way, I'm done. Because this has been 3 hours. We're over 3 hours right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking soon.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go pay someone. Well, what time does William doesn't go live yet, though, right?
No. What day of the week is this? Friday?
No, he
Not
goes live
until-
tonight, but I can't remember what time he goes live. I think it's 12:45.
I don't know what time it is your time. Let me check and see.
Yeah, let me look.
I've got it. You keep sewing. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through right now. It is 7:45. So 2 hours from now. 7:45 my time. 7:45 my time, so it's 2 hours from now. You got 2 hours before he goes live.
Yeah, I was fixing to do it on my fingers. I don't know if Jess is still in here or not. Let me look.
I don't see her.
Share William's link.
Ollie says that that way with zucchini. He doesn't. Not for him. I will eat zucchini, but I can't do cucumber.
Squash. No thanks.
And then, yep, I can do squash.
Here.
I can do a lot of squash, butternut squash, acorn squash, regular
squash.
Yep, regular squash. I can do that. And then Carrie says that she's the same as me. She doesn't like the taste of cucumbers, but pickle them, and she's all over it. Now, I don't I don't eat pickles straight out of the jar or anything. I used to. And I can maybe in a pinch, but I don't have them pulled off my sandwiches, like I'll leave pickles on my sandwich.
My mom, when she'd have us go out and help her pick all different kinds of things, one of the things she'd have us help her with was picking okra.
Oh.
And it's hilarious because I'd be pulling them off the plant and standing there eating them, and my mom's like, "Stop eating the okra." I cooking, you're over there eating it all.
Well, growing up, I despised okra. I'd never had it cooked right, or cooked a way that I would eat it. My husband and his daughter love it fried.
Fried okra is the bomb, especially fried the way my mom taught me to fry it.
Yeah. So I'll eat it fried. Like I'll eat it, breaded and fried. But it's not like something like that I do. Ollie's asking you, John, he's asking, a pumpkin is a squash, Katie. Are you talking even pumpkin you don't like?
Nope, I don't eat pumpkin, I don't eat squash, and I don't eat sweet potatoes because they all are in that same category of and I have to say, I think it comes down to my food palate was messed up because of some things that went on when I was growing up. And I'm pretty sure that that's why I don't eat certain things.
Well, I've got one that you probably do eat that I don't.
What's that?
Green beans.
I love green beans. You know what I miss getting access to is pole beans.
I will eat other beans, but I will not eat green beans. I'll eat sweet peas instead, but I won't eat green beans. And you can't get me to eat peas.
I love white.
And you cannot convince me to eat rice either.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I remember you saying you didn't like rice, and I adore rice. I'll eat rice over potatoes.
Yeah, I'll eat potatoes, but I will not eat rice. I will eat now like rice cauliflower. That's different.
Rice cauliflower sauteed like a vegetable, where you make it nice and toasty and brown. Just that hint of brown on it. So I'll start out with shallots and onions, and then I add that to it. No, wait. is shallots, onion, mushrooms, and then I move everything to the outer edge of the skillet, and then I toast my rice cauliflower, then shove that to the side to put the haricots and the spinach in there, and then we have ourselves a nice stir fry. But
yeah.
It rice around. It's weird. Epidemic, you can forget it.
Yeah, I do not eat rice though. I will eat rice cauliflower, but I will not eat rice. I am that weirdo. So
I love rice because rice can be used in so many ways.
yeah, I had something happen in my childhood, so that's why I don't eat rice. That's my pickup.
Everybody likes rice. Not everybody likes other things. And I have a weird picky. I have a strange palate problem, you know. But I don't feel like that my distaste of certain kinds of things is that I don't think my list is that long. I mean, that's pretty.
Did you see the deer head?
Yeah, I see it.
That's why there's a direction to it. The deer head has to go up.
My list of I don't eat is not that long. It's squash, hominy, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, liver. You can forget that for a million years.
Until you got to liver, I'll eat everything that you've said so far. Liver, I will not touch either.
God, liver is so disgusting. Rutabagas I don't eat. Beets I don't eat. My mom would eat the strangest things. But she comes from Alabama from a poor family, so things like chitlins was just like no big deal to her.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I'm like,
this is how much I had left over.
That is how much I had. Man, you got close, didn't you?
Yeah, the other one I got close to, but I don't know where I put my strip for it. The other one was less than a full strip too. I don't know where it's at. It's probably over there in the pile with quilts.
I know, John. I get that. John says, peas will never make it out of my garden. It's like candy. Yes, I would be peeling them and eating them.
Now, Carrie, I have not tried pickled okra before, but I would probably be willing to give that a try.
Yeah, pickled okra's good. And you know what else okra's good in? Okra's good in it's a Louisiana thing.
Not sure.
I make it all the time, or I used to make it all the time, and I haven't made none. I was telling Nicole I need to make some. Damn it. It's a type of soup.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna be at a loss on that one.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'll look it up because it'll trigger me as soon as I put probably in Google I'll remember it. Watch this. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like my brain is like, you're not gonna get it. No. Nickel, I might say what it is before I get a chance to look.
Let's see.
Gumbo.
Oh, yeah.
I like making shrimp and chicken gumbo. And because you could, instead of using some kind of thickener to thicken it up a little bit, okra does the same thing. It's really cool. And it does not make it slimy if that's what you're worried about. It doesn't.
Yeah.
No slime whatsoever involved. In fact, if someone gave you the gumbo and didn't tell you there was okra in it, you would never know. That's how much it disappears into the gumbo.
Yeah. Well, all right. Cynthia says she has to leave in 10 minutes. She'll catch us later tonight.
Okay,
I actually need to go ahead and go as well.
And I'm going to call it. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it. Tell them one more time about your channel and when you go live, blah, 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 that kind of thing.
Yep. So I go live Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, as well as Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I'm going to put my channel link in the chat for you guys. I do have a mystery quilt that is ongoing. It is free to participate. It's called Reflections. The next clue comes out February 15th at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. There's also links on all the Reflections videos if you want to sign up so you get the emails so you remember each month that it's coming up. I also have a freebie quilt pattern that's going to be coming out this month as well. It will also be free. Again, as the name suggests, it's freebie. It's going to be using fat quarters. So if you have 25 fat quarters hanging around, you will come out with a full-sized quilt. So that will be coming up on the 14th and 21st of February. So 2 Saturdays in a row at 11 a.m. my time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's what I've got coming up on my channel, at least this month that I can think of. I probably have more, but there will likely be more information on my channel. That's what I can think of, guys.
Okay, so tomorrow I have another guest. It's going to be it will be Susan from Butler Family Farms. She's going to join me because I discovered that she is also a quilter. And Teresa Louise will be joining me as well because we will be starting the sew along that she and I are going to do. It's like a little short collab. We're going to be doing a Valentine's little mini quilt, the love one from Fat Quarter Shop. And we'll start it on my channel and then we're going to migrate to her live on Sunday. Thank God I remember that now. And we're going to finish it off on her channel on Sunday. So we will let everyone know tomorrow evening about that. And then, yeah, and if you want to, I guess I should have shared the link. Look in my community tab and I'll reshare the link for the love thing. It's free from Fat Quarter Shop and it's just a little, it says love and it's super cute. And that's what we're going to sew together tomorrow night. And then Sunday we will finish it. So outside of that, everybody, remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with that? You make something beautiful or you do something wonderful with someone. Yep. And Carissa says she has subbed to your channel.
Thank you.
And see y'all later this evening if you happen to be around. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Let me shut down the live. Okay, you still there?
I am.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. It's been a long time since we've done